Los Angeles Lakers basketball is brought to you by Miller Genuine Draft. Crack open the refreshing taste of a cold-filtered Miller Genuine Draft and stay cool. By Taco Bell, proud sponsor of the Lakers. Taco Bell, there's nothing ordinary about it. By Toyota and their quality lineup of cars and trucks. Toyota, I love what you do for me. By the Pepsi-Cola Company, who reminds you that nothing else is a Pepsi. By Carl's Jr. Restaurants, where if it doesn't get all over the place, it doesn't belong in your face. By Great Western Bank's family of companies, now backed by over $43 billion in assets, 100 years strong. By AT&T, your true choice. And by Southwest Airlines, with fares so low, you have the freedom to go places and do things you never thought possible. Fly Southwest Airlines. And now, ladies and gentlemen, live from Arco Arena in rainy Sacramento tonight, the Los Angeles Lakers meet Mitch Richmond and the Sacramento Kings. Hello again, everybody. The first meeting of the year between these two ball clubs. The Lakers come here after winning 2 straight at home and a very impressive win on Sunday night when they walloped Minnesota badly. And if they're going to win here tonight, where they have lost 5 of the last 7 games on this floor, they're going to have to get big help from Nick and Shaq.
Well, they're going to get that help because they've been getting that help all season long, especially in the last ball game where Nick Van Exel went for a real good ball game. He had 23 points, which was a game high, but 17 of those points came in the deciding first quarter. Yes, the deciding first quarter, because that's when the Lakers put the game away, thanks to the hot hand of Nick Van Exel. The Lakers had a 17-point lead at the end of 1. But he had some help, as always. Shaquille O'Neal, 22 points and 10 rebounds. He made 10 out of 14 from the field. It was almost like a day off for Shaquille because he got some time to sit over on the bench and enjoy the Lakers' biggest win of the year, according to the point spread. They won by 24.
The Sacramento Kings have been depleted by injuries this year, but they're still a very formidable team and a very dangerous team because they got 4-time All-Star in the backcourt, and his name is Mitch Richmond.
Yeah, and he is a very, very talented player on both ends of the court. This year, he's leading them again in scoring, averaging 21 points, and he also has time to dish off 4 assists. One of the things I like about him is the fact that he plays so hard on both ends of the floor. He'll defend you. So tonight, Eddie Jones and Mitch Richmond will be an interesting matchup. But just like the Lakers, he has some help. Off the bench, Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf, who is 8th in the league in three-point shooting this year, shooting 47% from that line. The Lakers know a lot about him because when he was with the Denver Nuggets, he exploded at the Great Western Forum, so they have to be aware of Mahmoud.
This franchise moved here in 1985, and they have never failed, not even once, to have a sellout. They'll have it again tonight. And we'll be back with the lineups in a moment on the Lakers Basketball Network.
I believe in history, and I'm a part of history. If the average fan today could see some of the moves of Elgin Baylor and Connie Hawkins, then they would say, whoa, I've seen those things before. A great many, many, many times. It was somewhat magical. And the fans should know that it isn't just being done today, it had been done yesteryear.
No one taught me more about teamwork than my dad. They called him Mr. Mean because he never smiled. He didn't smile when he volunteered to coach the kids in the neighborhood. He didn't smile when he drove the team to every game, or when he worked with kids for hours on his own time. He showed me anyone can make a difference if they just get involved. I'll tell you something else about my dad. He's got a great smile.
Team up with your community.
Yeah.
Somebody give you a schedule, 8 months.
Hakeem, you want to do that?
That will tell you exactly where you're supposed to be for 8 months. Our goal is to win a championship and also to perform on the peak level every night. It's challenging. You know, you love the game, you love the sport, and that's why we're here.
The people of Care know that there are thousands of families around the world who face starvation, who need clean water to avoid fatal disease, and who need the tools to learn to help themselves. But as the NBA's Dikembe Mutombo has seen in his homeland of Africa, a little care can make a world of difference.
Show that you care.
I felt like a congressman today. Our hotel is right across the street from the state capitol here in Sacramento. Arco Arena, 17,317 will be here. This is a very dangerous game for the Los Angeles Lakers, Stu.
Yes, it is, because, you know, every time the Lakers play a team that they really should beat, sometimes their concentration isn't where it should be to start the ball game. I think if they come out strong at the very, very beginning, they can take the life out of this team.
They're introducing the entire roster of the Lakers. That would be Byron Scott, Derek Fisher, Romeo Robinson, Kobe Bryant. Cedric Sabalas is not here, but will be in a couple of weeks, we think. Corey Blunt, Travis Knight, and Sean Rooks are the reserves. And we will have the starters for you in just a second. This is the first time this year the Lakers have played up here, and that is why we're getting these introductions. Starting up front, Jerome Kersey for the Los Angeles Lakers, 6'7", 238 pounds. Eldon Campbell, 6'11", 250 pounds, 7th year out of Clemson. In the middle, Shaq O'Neal, 5th year, Louisiana State. Eddie Jones will be in the backcourt, 6'1", 6'6", 191, and Van Exel, 6'1", 183 at the other guard position. Del Harris is the head coach. Bill Burtka, Larry Drew, and Kurt Rambis are the assistants. Gary Beatty is the trainer. The Lakers got up to this city last night around 8:30 after braving the elements down in Los Angeles to make it to the airport and their private charter, and they'll go back home tonight right after this game. Kevin Salvadori was activated today by the Kings, and waived was Lloyd Daniels, who joined them just a few days ago. Now we get the dancing girls representing the Kings out on the floor. I suppose you've heard that today David Robinson was reinstated to play, and he is playing tonight with San Antonio in Phoenix. And also today they fired their longtime coach, Bob Hill. And I don't know what to think of it, but it's kind of an unusual situation. They both happened on the same day, isn't it? Maybe they should have waited until he was under the Christmas tree with his kids to fire him. How do I like it? Bah humbug.
Guess what? They're going to announce the starting lineups now for the Kings.
They are?
10 minutes later.
At one forward, Billy Owens of Syracuse, 6'9", 225, a 6-year veteran. Michael Smith will be at the other forward. He's out of Providence. This is his 3rd year. He's 6'8", 230. In the middle, Olden Polynice from Virginia, a 10-year veteran, 7 feet, 251. In the backcourt, he will be our halftime guest, and he's a cute kid. Tyus Edney, and he can play basketball. This is only his 3rd start of the year. At the other guard, the great one from Kansas State, Mitch Richmond, 6'5", 216, 9-year veteran. He's been with this club 6 years. The head coach, and what a guy he is, and a good coach he is, Gary St. Jean. Eddie Jordan, Mike Bratz, and Pete Carroll are the assistants. That's Mike Bratz talking to Gary St. Jean. They call him the Saint. The referees for tonight's ball game, well, we're fortunate. They are good ones. Kenny Maurer, Ronnie Nunn, and Hank Armstrong from left to right. Real good officials. The starting lineup for the Lakers, presented by Southwest Airlines. Campbell and Kersey up front, O'Neal in the middle, Van Exel and Jones in the backcourt. And for the Kings, It's Smith and Owens, the starting forwards. Polynice in the middle. Edney and Richmond are the backcourt.
Well, as you said a little earlier, Chick, the Lakers, when they come to Sacramento, really find themselves in a tussle. The Kings have won 5 of the last 7 games played right here in Arco Arena. This is the first of a back-to-back. Lakers are 5-0 in the first game. Guess what? They're 0-5.
Thought we were going to forget that.
Well, you know.
It's in the script.
It's in the script.
The Lakers will be wearing their formal purple uniforms. This year, the Los Angeles Lakers have built their record of 15-7 by winning at the Great Western Forum 9 times in 11 starts, and on the road 6 times in 11 starts. The white uniformed Kings of Sacramento come out. Another capacity crowd. They've had a capacity crowd every time they have played here since they moved here in 1985. Richmond and Shaq were teammates this year on the Dream Team, and they're having a nice visit out there. Both of them break into a smile, and we're ready to go. Tossing the ball up is Ronnie Nunn. We got a simulcast for you. O'Neal should get the tip defensively, and he does. He tips the ball back to Campbell, and Campbell gives it off to Van Exel. That means the Lakers have it to start the 4th quarter also. Van Exel front court. In the last game, they opened with a 3-pointer coming off Jones. The ball goes in low to Campbell. Backing in. He turns underneath. Good move. Shot good from 8 feet. Oh, did he put Owens in bad position.
Well, a good move. Fake like he was coming to the middle, then goes baseline and knocks down the little baby jumper.
Here's Tyus Edney. Edney in the front court takes it over to Owens. Owens guarded by Kersey, drives the base. Bounce pass, beautiful, underneath to Polynice. As soon as Shaq double-teamed, Polynice cut and got a great pass from Owens, 2-2. That was a nice play. Van Exel to Campbell. They knock it out of his hands and out of bounds. It'll go to the Lakers.
Well, the Kings very, very active here in Sacramento. As I mentioned, important start for the Lakers.
Ball brought into Van Exel. Van Exel holds it up, directs traffic. Now he's still holding and says, come on, guys, you're in the wrong spot. Van Exel dribbling, gives the ball to Campbell. He's down the middle, he's in deep, go to the base, almost lost the ball with the dribble. Still dribbling the ball, 5 on the clock, 4, 3. He shoots a 19-footer, no good. The rebound is to Shaq O'Neal, comes underneath, and they knock it loose, but he puts it in anyway with a great move.
Well, the fans, and I mean almost all of them, thought he traveled on the play, but the basket counts.
The Lakers lead it 4-2, and Edney with the ball. Edney had 7 assists in his last game to go with 18 points. The ball into Owen, and here is a whistle and a foul. Illegal. Foul is illegal defense. No foul. No foul. Illegal defense called on Campbell.
That's the first one of the game, obviously, and it comes with only 1:15 gone.
David Feldman is our statistician, and he is a good one. He worked with us the other night somewhere on the road, I think in Utah.
You think?
If you bring us the same results, it'll be the last time you work with us. All right, here's the ball into Polynice. Over to Smith. Smith gets it in low to Richmond. He's double teamed. Pass out to Edney. It's deflected by Van Exel, but Edney chases it down. Comes in deep. Jump shot blocked by O'Neal. Here's the outlet pass. Kersey to Van Exel. That's all she wrote. Slam dunk. Nice block shot.
That's the easiest block shot Shaq will probably ever get.
Yeah, Edney is only 5'10", 152. Here he is out in front. At halftime, I'll show you how he dunks the ball. He comes around a pick by Polynice, and the ball comes over here to Smith. Lakers lead at 6-2, and the ball out in front to Richmond. Richmond's their leading scorer again this year, 21 a game. Go to the base, use his muscle, pushes Van Exel away, and makes a 19-footer. Nice play, really used his body well. Now long pass front guard to Eddie Jones. Pulls up, 20-foot jumper, that's good. And the Lakers match the basket to make it 8-4 in favor of the Lakers. Looking for their 3rd win in a row. Richmond trying to get him back. Didn't with the long bounce coming off. It goes on the rebound to Eddie Jones. Jones to Van Exel. Van Exel dribbling that ball with first the left and then the right hand. Is across the white 10-second line. We are at courtside. And Van Exel looking in deep. Gives it over to Jones along the far of the southern sideline. Now the ball in low to O'Neal. Backing in. He turns. He throws up a 5-footer that won't go. The rebound is off. A nice rebound it is. Taken by Smith. Smith gives the ball to Edley, bounce over to Richmond. He's not bashful about shooting. Comes in deep, puts it up. It's on the way, no. Rebound is off to Shaq. Shaq gives the ball to Van Exel. It's 4-on-3, but they don't press the advantage. Now Van Exel with the ball. Van Exel looking inside to Shaq.
Gets the pass in there. He's against Polynice. Polynice, the 7-footer himself. Bounce underneath. What a pass to Van Exel. Score. Basket count. What a great pass.
Oh, the thing that makes it so good, Chick, is first of all, you got a 7'1" player who gets the ball, surveys the floor, and then really gets low to make this pass. Just next bounce pass. Nick with a nice shot to get a possible three-point play out of it. But again, Shaq showing that if you're going to hesitate on getting to your own man and want to cover me, I'm going to hit the open man.
The free throw is good. He is one of the greatest passing centers I've seen since Johnny Kerr. All right, it's 11-4 as the free throw is good by Van Exel. And the Lakers with 9 minutes left to play here in the first quarter enjoy the lead. Ball goes over to Billy Owens out of Syracuse. In low at the postman. Handling it in there, turning, pumping. Polynice. He did a good job. Down on the floor goes Shaq O'Neal. And I think the foul will be on O'Neal. He got him off the floor. The foul is on, nope, it's on Olden Campbell, his first foul.
Well, with Olden Polynice in the post, there's no reason, I don't think, to have to double team him. And again, Olden Polynice may have gotten away with a little elbow there, trying to free himself away from Shaq, but they called the foul on Eldon. Sends OP to the line for 2.
He's averaging 11 points a game, free throwing. He is 33 out of 65, a poor 51%. The free throw is on the way. He's out of the University of Virginia. He scores it. Now what's he doing? Talking to Van Exel? Van Exel must be giving him some lip out there. Along the sideline, the Saint is visiting with the referee, Kenny Maurer.
He looked over at Nick. Nick looked back at Eddie. They both started laughing.
The next one by Olden. That's good. For a 51% shooter, that's darn good. And he breaks out into a smile. And it's 11-6. We're in the first quarter. Chick Hearn with Stu Lance. Susan Stratton, executive producer, director for KCAL 9. Ball goes in low to O'Neal, backing in. Brings it back over to Van Exel. He'll go back into O'Neal. O'Neal still backing in. Now he's got what he wants. Underneath, score. Let's see if they call travel.
Yeah.
They do. And they should have. Good call. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, in 1971, on this date, the 10th of December, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar made his career high of 55 points, leading Milwaukee to a big win over Boston. We salute the captain. That was a big one. Polynice has got it out in front. The score is 11-6, the Lakers. Here's the ball to Richmond. He is their go-to guy. Dribble on Jones. It'll count if it goes. It goes. Foul on Jones. Jones will be given fits all night by this guy.
Yeah, he's just one of the best shooting guards in the league. No question about it. It's obvious with all of his all-star appearances and the fact that he's been on the dream team. So he's just a talented player, and Eddie's going to be really pressed every minute he's on the floor on both ends.
Eddie or anybody else the Lakers have, or anybody else in the league. This guy gives them all fits. Three-point play completed, and it's now 11-9. The Lakers give up 5 unanswered points.
Michael Jordan says that Mitch Richmond plays him the best of anybody in the league.
That's a nice compliment. Van Exel in deeps. Cross-court pass to Kersey. Out to Campbell. 18 feet, straight out. He drills it. Elden Campbell. Boy, I'll tell you, this guy in his last 8 games has just been phenomenal. The ball given off in the front court to Owens. Owens brings it over to Smith. Now Smith screens and gives the ball to Edney. Bounce pass in low to Polynice. He turns, shoots, and gets the ball over Shaq O'Neal for a deuce. 6 points. Nice little hook shot. And it's 13-11. The Laker lead is only 2. Jones with the ball. Bounce pass into Shaq. Where else would you go? Shaq turns, look out for the charge. Puts it up, it's in and out. Rebound off. Campbell missed it once. Makes it the second time. Great work by Elden Campbell.
Elden doing a good job of getting inside position. Nice hustle.
15-11. Here's Richmond coming down the floor, and here's a whistle and the foul. The foul is called on Edney. He accidentally tripped Eddie Jones, and I mean accidentally, and Edney is laughing at the call. It's his second foul that'll get him out of the ball game probably. That's too bad. This is only the 3rd game he's started this year after the great days he had at UCLA. All right, with the ball and leading by 4. Van Exel goes by us here in the sideline. He's against Edney, goes around him. That's a holding foul. That's 3 fouls, and that is definitely all for Tyrus.
That's a smart move by Nick Van Exel. He comes down, and he knows that that Tyus had picked up his second. Just takes him on the cleared side, shakes him a little bit, goes to the baseline, gets held. But that brings in Mahmoud Abdul Rauf, who is an explosive scorer. He can go for big numbers in a hurry.
He came out of LSU after his sophomore year and joined Denver. He's been over there, and then in the offseason this year, he came here. Came out after his sophomore year in college. Last year at Denver, averaged 19 points. Ball into Shaq, down the middle, throws it down, didn't go in, hits the front of the rim, comes off to Owens. 15-11 the Lakers. Owens front court with the dribble. Owens backs up above the three and gives to Smith. Smith swings it over to Raouf. If he gets hot, he can drill it. In low, they go to Polynice. He puts it up. This time it's blocked by Shaq. His second block, and a foul in the backcourt by Owens after Campbell had the ball.
That's just a good defensive play by Shaq. Olden Polynice had made that jump hook a minute ago. Shaq said, "You're not going to do it to me again." Shows him the ball. And Shaq says, "Not strong enough." On the Lakers Basketball Network.
Val Goldman said,
"I'm getting married."
His fiance's father said,
"Has he been tested?"
His father said,
"So this is hell."
And his other father said, now it's up to Armand.
Teaching you to act like a man.
To straighten out their act before dinner.
How do you feel about the Dolphins? 4th and 3 play on their 30-yard line with only 34 seconds to go.
How do you think I feel? Betrayed, bewildered?
The Birdcage.
Playing this month on Direct Ticket, only on Direct TV.
Greer's putting the ball on a play. He gets it out deep, and Havlicek steals it. Havlicek stole the ball. It's all over.
Stolen, I think, by the doctor. Yes, he's got it. Here he comes. Ray rocked the baby to sleep and slam dunk.
The look away to Livingston. Jordan. Oh, a spectacular move by Michael Jordan.
Here you go.
Thanks.
I travel a lot, but you don't have to play in the NBA to visit new places and meet new people. All you have to do is pick up a book, because when you know how to read, adventures come to you.
Today's story is Little Shaq Horner.
So no matter who you are or what you plan to do, learn how to read. It opens up a whole new world.
Shaq and the Beanstalk.
It's a good thing he doesn't play basketball.
Ball is being brought to you by Southwest Airlines. With fares so low, you have the freedom to go places. By California's Truck Stop, the new Dodge. By Miller Genuine Draft. Crack open the refreshing taste of cold-filtered Miller Genuine Draft and stay cool. And by your local Honda dealer.
Both teams shooting the ball very well. The Lakers made 7 out of 12, 58%. The Kings have made 4 out of 7, 57%.
With the ball, Van Exel, and Van Exel has made the Lakers leading at 15-11. Van Exel has now made 11 of 13 field goals going back to the last game and this one. Tonight he's 2 for 2. Ball goes in low to Shaq. He's down the middle. He puts it up, missed it. Rebound is hit by Shaq, and it goes to Richmond. 15-11. The Lakers still lead it. 6.5 to play in the first quarter. Owens here in Sacramento, where the Lakers have trouble winning. Believe me, they do. Pass down the middle, Owens. He's wide open and makes a 13-footer. I mean wide open. That makes it 15-13. First time either team has scored in the last 2 minutes. Now we got Van Exel beating a tattooed dribble to the floor here against Raouf. Now the ball to Jones. Jones takes the ball over to Kersey. Kersey holds it up against Owens. Go to the dribble. Kersey looks under the basket to Shaquille. He's got it. He puts it up and in like putting a baby to bed.
That's a nice pick and roll with Shaquille and Jerome Kersey, and Kersey with the little pass, and Shaq with the basket.
17-15 is the score. The Lakers have never trailed. Here's the ball out in front to Owens. Owens holds it up. Owens dribble drive. Owens in deep. Owens puts it up. It's good. He's fouled. I think it'll be Shaq.
Yeah.
It is Shaq. That's Shaq's first foul.
And that's what Billy Owens does the best right there, is take the ball off the dribble really and penetrate. He's very creative in that regard. Not a real good perimeter shooter, but good enough to make you play him so that he can go to his major strength, and that's penetration.
Not a real good free thrower either, but he makes this one. He's 69% in the year. That gives him 26 out of 37. The Laker coach looks on. And coming with the ball in the front court, the Lakers are up by a point. Van Exel with the ball. Van Exel around the screen. Van Exel bounce underneath the Shaq. He's there. Slam dunk with 2 hands, and he missed it. Too far under the basket. Here comes Owens for the lead if they get it. Owens in deep. Puts it up. Foul. The foul is... Uh-oh. Be careful, Eldon. Be careful. Eldon was very upset about that call. That's his second foul, so he'll be out of there.
Well, that was a hard dunk for Shaq, because when he got the pass, he was way under the basket. He tried to almost jump backwards and get the dunk, and then Billy Owens takes it going to the basket. Eldon picks up his second foul. He'll go to the pine, and in will come Travis Knight.
So what would be the Lakers starting forwards as soon as he gets back? Sabalas isn't here, and Campbell is on the pine with his second foul, and coming in is young Travis Knight, 7 feet 235, a 22-year-old rookie, drafted by Chicago. They didn't sign him, and the Lakers did. Now, a chance to tie it with the second free throw. He got it, and we're tied at 17. Boy, they're going to miss Campbell. Last year against this ball club in 3 wins and 4 tries, he dominated the game with 17 points a game and 11 rebounds and 4 blocks. Jump shot by Van Exel for 3. Beautiful shot because he was under some duress by the defender, and the Lakers lead again by 3. Here's Raouf coming underneath. Reverse layup, no good. It's taken by Kersey. Long pass. Skying to get it is Van Exel. A great tight end. And he puts up another 3 that's no good. Here we go the other way with the fullback dribbling. Here's the ball underneath to Owens. Owens gives the ball to Smith. Slam, dunk, basket counts. Foul. Kersey.
Well, they got the long rebound, and they did what you do with long rebounds. Get out in transition. They had the numbers, and they make the pass, and easy play there for Michael Smith as he hammers down the 2-hand dunk, gets fouled. He has a chance for a 3-point play, and that 3-point play could tie up this game.
Nice effort by Sacramento. Beautiful. Second free throw, no good. It is now 20-19, the Lakers. And here comes Van Exel. Boy, that 3 that he buried a couple of minutes ago was really a tough shot. High arch shot. He's against Raouf. The ball in low to Shaq. Down the middle they go to Knight. He's under there. Slam dunk. Nice cut without the ball by that 7-foot youngster. Boy, that was a nice play and a good pass.
And that's the key. It doesn't matter how good of a cut it is. If you don't get a good pass or a pass, it doesn't matter.
Nearing the 4-minute mark left in the first quarter. The Lakers lead it by 3. The ball to the baseline. Smith, or rather, Smith. He doesn't look for his shot. Outside jumper for 3 to tie it up is no good from Richmond. The rebound is up high, and it goes to Kersey. Pass in low to Shaq. He's going to the hole this time. They knock it loose, and let's see what they call. Jump ball. Foul. The foul is on Richmond. The crowd's booing, and I can understand why.
I think they're going to get the foul on Michael Smith as he was on the front end of it, and he took all of the punishment on the play too as Nick makes the entry pass. And then on the help situation, they call the foul on Michael Smith that sends Shaq to the line for 2.
Shaq free throwing is at 48% now, 90 of 189.
But he's converted 24 of his last 40. That's obviously a little higher percentage than he has for the year.
That wasn't bad form on that last shot that he just missed here, that free throw. Just a little bit too long. That's better. A little bit less arch on the ball. 23-19. So the Lakers are moving away again. See how far they can move. 3:51 left to play. Abdul Raouf with the ball in the front court. Gives the ball to Smith. He's not even looking for a shot. Smith takes it over to Raouf, and Raouf holds it up. Bounce pass at the baseline to Richmond. He turns. His shot is forced outside. Knight didn't let him shoot it. Nice play. There's a dribble drive by Richmond underneath. His pass gets to Smith. He puts it up, but it won't count. The 24-second clock expired. Well, I'll tell you, very active defensively was the youngster Travis Knight.
Well, the Lakers scrambled really well on that situation defensively because the ball was loose, and then you have to start matching up again. And I thought the Lakers did a pretty good job.
I thought Knight was the focus of attention on that play. Kid really moves around. Here's Van Exel for 3 again. No, excuse me, 2 again. He was ahead of the line. Van Exel now with 10 points.
And his confidence on the offensive end is really high.
Unbelievable. You can see it in the warm-ups tonight, Stu. 25-19. Raouf dribbles, splits the defense, shoots a 10-footer and gets it. Wow. He took Knight and Van Exel apart, and it's now 25-21.
Well, with the high pick and roll, they teach the big guys to step out and show, and players like Mahmoud will split the 2 defenders.
Here's the ball to Eddie Jones. Jones dribbling the ball, takes it into Shaq. Shaq going to turn underneath. He does. That might be a foul on Shaq. It is. He threw. I don't know whether he threw it, but he did hit the big guy Polynice with the end of his elbow, and you'll see it on the screen. I don't think it was an intentional move.
It's the same move that you try to use with the off arm, trying to hook the defensive player, and he comes over the top, goes up. They call him for that right elbow going out, so don't count the basket. Give a foul to Shaq, and the Lakers now lead 25-21 on the Lakers. Basketball Network.
The prison that holds him is a path.
It is a spiritual event.
The kumite.
And the challenge that faces him is a war. The world's greatest martial arts masters are facing the ultimate challenge. Bloodsport 2, the next Kumite. Playing this month on Direct Ticket, only on Direct TV.
CARE is here to help people help themselves. The progress is really remarkable in Zambia. People work so hard to improve their lot in life. And these people are really willing to learn now. I think Dikembe Mutombo understands that the power inside these people is really phenomenal. I know Mutombo will bring home one important thought. A little care can make a world of difference.
The Taco Bell Future Lakers Club. Members receive great Lakers merchandise, an invitation to a private practice, and a lot more. To get your membership form, call right now. There's an operator standing by. 310-419-3735. 419-3735. Score 25-21. The Lakers are ahead by 4, but Shaq goes out of the ball game with his second foul like Campbell did, and we get Sean Rooks in. 6'10", 261. University of Arizona was his school. Smith's got it, traveled, but they didn't call the stutter step. Now the ball to the baseline, handled by Owens. He's double teamed, he's trapped. He throws it way out of here to Smith, but we get a whistle.
Traveling.
And he traveled three
Twice,
times,
yeah.
I would think
Yeah.
so. You got to have a visa to travel that much.
Or a MasterCard.
Yeah, you could get by with that. Here comes Van Exel. I want to tell you about him in his last 3 games. In the first quarter, now with his 10 points tonight, he has had 37 points in his last 3 games first quarter. Pass in low to Sean. Put it in, Sean. Blew the layup. The rebound is off and it's taken. The reason I said that, this kid is struggling. And here is Polynice front court. Down the middle comes Raouf. Raouf holds and gives it out in front. Nobody guarding Polynice. He's going to the hole. He's fouled. He'll shoot 2 shots. It wasn't a pretty scene under the basket, but 2 free throws coming to Polynice, and the foul is on Travis Knight.
Polynice looked up, and he was about 15 feet from the basket. Nobody was guarding him, so he decided, hey, I know I can't score from here very often, but I can if you let me get a layup.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Lakers Basketball Network. Polynice looks like Bill Sharman up there making free throws. He's made all 3 that he's tried. Now he comes out and he says to Byron Scott, they think I can't shoot free throws. Well, he's made 3 in a row. Polynice is a likable kid. Kid, is he a kid? Yeah, 32 years of age. That's a youngster.
Well, when you're shooting 51%, they're right if they say you can't shoot free throws.
Next one is good. He's made 4 in a row. He will leave the game the next time it's dead in favor of Dwayne Coswell. Now the Laker lead is just 2. 1:57 to play in the first quarter. It's 25-23. And the Lakers come down to see if they can get a couple of them back. Eddie Jones dribble. Eddie down the middle, puts it up. Block. Beautiful block shot by Owens, and there's a foul. And the rebound. Rooks works hard to get the ball, and he is fouled by Owens, who made the initial block. Nice play by Rooks getting the ball.
Good penetration by Eddie off the dribble. Shot was blocked by Billy Owens, but Sean Rooks right there to clean it up to get fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. They've moved Eddie to that small forward position, so he obviously has a quickness advantage, but the size advantage still goes to the Kings.
You talk about the confidence that Van Exel has built. It's lost in Rooks right now, and he's got to get it back. You see that shot right there? He just wasn't himself. And he's just got to relax. I talked to him for a half an hour in the hotel lobby this morning. There's a nice shot. Good stroke. And the Laker lead is 26-23. We're in the first quarter at Sacramento, and with the ball, and the Lakers leading by 3. It comes front court to Richmond. Richmond takes it over to Owens, dribble drive, change direction, stop. 18-footer, no good. The rebound is off long to Scott. Scott's looking down the middle to Rooks, who is tearing down the floor. The ball over to Jones, dribble drive along the base, puts it up. No whistle, no nothing. And the rebound knocked away and out of bounds. And the Laker coach is absolutely berserk. Boy, he is mad.
Well, he may be mad, but the referees are not going to change the call or anything. They're saying that the defense got nothing but ball on that play. Eddie doesn't agree.
Williamson's in the game. Corliss Williamson from Arkansas, number 4. Pass goes in there and goes right through the hands of Williamson. The rebound comes off. It won't be a rebound because there was no shot attempt. It was just an interception and steal by Travis Knight. Scott goes around Richmond, stops. His 16-footer goes in and comes out. The rebound is off to Billy Owens. Owens coming down the floor. Owens has been around Golden State 4 years, Miami 2 years. Riley got rid of him. Here the ball goes in low to Williamson. Williamson at the baseline, dribble drive. They're going to call a foul on this play. Accidental foul. His foot caught the toe of Knight, and down he went. Knight gets his second foul.
Well, the Laker big players picking up the fouls here in the first quarter. Eldon with 2, Shaq with 2, and now Knight with 2.
Frank Pollock is our producer director for KLAC and our Laker radio network, as always. Now at the line, Williamson, University of Arkansas. Remember that NCAA championship club they had? He was part of it. 13th player picked in the draft. He came out of Arkansas after his junior year.
Came into this game shooting 78% from the charity stripe as he misses the first.
The free throw is good. Well, that's a big improvement. Last year he was 56% free throwing. The Lakers with a 2-point lead. Now we got the ball, Van Exel. Van Exel against Raouf, screened by Rooks. Van Exel down the middle, finger roll is good. That's a nice finish.
One of the few times I've seen Nick split the double team, and he split the 2 double team players that time and got right down the middle.
28-24, and we've got 29 seconds left to play in the quarter. Lakers should get possession here and get back down to score again. Raouf's going to shoot a 3 straight away. No good. The rebound is off to Scott. Plenty of time, 20 seconds. There's no 24-second clock. Scott looking for the clock. He found it and gives the ball to Jones. Out to the 10-second line to Van Exel, who has another 12 points tonight. That means that he has now had 10, 17, and 12 in 3 straight games in the first quarter alone. Put 3 more up. 15 again tonight. The last 2 games, 32 points in the first quarter alone. Raouf fires. Ooh, would have counted had it have gone.
Well, you said it, Chick, again. Nick Van Exel comes out. He made 6 out of 7 shots in that first quarter en route to 15 points. And the Lakers have a 7-point lead on the Lakers Basketball Network.
Every time we walk around, you got to think about how you can get better, how your game is. I don't think about how many hours I got to spend. I got to think about it, what I got to do to get myself better. It's basically no hours. It's all the time. I'm always thinking like that in my mind. Basketball. This is my life. This is what I do.
Once you take off, you don't know how far you are away from the basket. You just know I can take off.
Just explode and try to get up as high as you can, and sometimes feel like you're in slow motion.
It's quiet all the way to the basket. It's effortless.
And once you're up there, you have enough time to think about what you're going to do.
I just want to keep going until I reach the top.
You're going up and the defender jumps with you. You have to go over him. Simple as that.
On the run from Johnny Law. Ain't no trip to Cleveland.
3 outstanding young men.
I can't focus unless the gun is on the table.
Well, you just paid for it.
Shut up, man.
They're not really criminals.
You're really complicated, aren't you?
I try not to be.
But everyone's gotta have a dream.
Pole vaulting, laughing gas, choppers. Can you see how incredible this is gonna be?
Excuse me, are the explosives really necessary?
Bottle Rocket, playing this month on Direct Ticket, only on Direct TV.
There's a bond from a team standpoint unlike anything you'll ever feel in your life. There's such a commitment and a trust level, and you feel it in the eyes. At that point in time, we would die for each other. No, you don't feel as one and you don't feel as invincible. You are one and you are invincible. And when you see that, you're not going to beat that team.
Well, leading scorers in that first quarter for the Lakers, Nick Van Exel with 15 points. For the Kings, Olden Polynice had 8. Both teams continued to shoot the ball effectively. The Lakers 13 out of 25, 52%. The Kings made 8 out of 16. Lakers with a 13-7 rebound edge. Only 3 turnovers for the Lakers and 5 for the Kings.
31-24 is the score. Van Exel made the last 5 points. So going over what I told you, in the last 3 games, the first quarter of each game, he's had 10, 15, and 17. And ironically, in the Minnesota game when he got 17, he finished the quarter with a buzzer beating three-pointer just like he did here tonight. That's 42 points. But more importantly, in those 3 games first quarter, Van Exel has made 15 out of 18 shots, and 7 out of 8 have been three-pointers. Wow. All right, baseline Williamson, 20-foot jumper, nice shot, very nice shot. Boy, does he look like Jim Jackson of Dallas. He does to me. 31-26 is the score. And Van Exel with the ball. The Lakers have the lead. Now the bounce pass goes over to Scott. In low to O'Neal back in there with 2 fouls. O'Neal backing in on Coswell. Coswell noted for fouling a lot of people a lot of times, and the pass broken up and knocked out of bounds. As in the ball game is Kobe Bryant for the Lakers, number 8. Kobe making his first appearance tonight. Well, I'll tell you, those numbers for first quarter play are
those are
unbelievable.
Some startling numbers there. I mean,
I'll
just
say.
unbelievable numbers for Nick.
Our thanks to Raymond Ritter, assistant to John Black in the Forum PR department, for giving us those numbers. Here's Shaq backing in, pivots away from Coswell, shoots a 10-footer, no, look out Shaq. He gets the ball back. He was awfully close to going over the top. Gives to Scott, his 3-pointer on the way. That's no good, not close. The rebound is off to Coswell. Coswell went to Temple, a different era than the Lakers' Eddie Jones. Now the ball to Richmond. 11 minutes left to play in the first half. Jump shot, baseline, 20-footer, no good this time. Nice rebound by Williamson, a great play. Hustling in front of Campbell. They pass out in front. Abdul Rauf knocks it down, gets it back from Coswell, feeds baseline, and underneath to Coswell, score.
Now that was some good ball movement by the Sacramento Kings. They did an excellent job, especially Corliss Williamson.
He just got his season average, 2 points. Here's the ball in low to Shaq. Turn, shoot, it bounce, it fouled, and the foul's going to be on Coswell. Coming into this game, Coswell, in his last 64 minutes, had committed 23 fouls. You can't have that.
Yeah, add another one to it as Coswell gets called for the foul on Shaq. As Shaq takes him right into the middle, and they say you got to get both hands off of him. Shaq scores the basket, goes to the line, tries to complete the 3-point play. That last basket that Coswell made, though, was on a nice pass from Corliss Williamson, who is a much improved player. He worked very hard during the offseason.
All right, O'Neal at the line. His free throw is no good. He's 1 out of 3 tonight. The rebound to Coswell. Into the game for the Lakers is Derek Fisher, another fine rookie. Ball, Abdul Rauf gets the pass back at the free throw line and makes a 15-footer. Nice return pass by Williamson. And it's 33-30. The Lakers are in front. Scott to the dribble. Bounce pass to O'Neal. He fumbles the ball. It's picked up. Down the floor comes Smith with it. Smith's first name you want to know? Michael. Where'd he go to school? Providence. Out in front, Abdul Rauf. Uses a screen by Smith. Gives the ball over to a tempted Williamson. Back door. They didn't give it off to Richmond, so he shoots a 20-footer and hits it. Williamson knocks it home. He's averaging 11 a game. Got his 5th one with that one.
Corliss Williamson, you know, he's coming into this ball game shooting 50% from the floor.
33-32. The Lakers pass under to Shaq. He's got it. He puts it up and puts it in. Shaq O'Neal. Coswell's got 2 chances to guard him, Slim and none.
And Slim
and
just left.
Yeah, Slim just left, but that's not a criticism. A lot of people can't guard him. Dribble drive all the way under. Rauf banks it in. Nice play. He got it up high in the glass so that Shaq couldn't block it. 35-34. The Lakers 7-point lead. Here's a double team. Ball free, out of bounds, and it goes to Sacramento. The Lakers had a 7-point lead coming into this quarter, and we've only played 2 minutes and 40 seconds, and they've given up 6 of the 7. The Lakers have not scored in the quarter. Turnovers 5-5, and here is Rauf. Boy, he's had some brilliant times in the league. Now he backs up a little bit. Looks inside to Williamson. The former Arkansas Razorback gives it to Smith. Cross-court pass is high, but they'll shoot a 3. In and out. Hard break from Richmond. Rebound is off. They feed it out to Rauf. He puts it up, no good. Rebound is off again, and out of bounds it'll go once more. to the Kings. And the Saint is happy.
When you get your two best players or shooters with the looks at the threes, you know, if you're Gary St. Jean, you say, that's what I want. Mitch Richmond missed, and then Abdul Rauf missed.
All right. Waiting for the ball to come in. It comes into Rauf at the base. He'll make that one, won't he? Nope, he missed it. Rebound is finally off. And Kobe Bryant, the 18-year-old's got it. Just out of high school. Kobe dribbling, accelerates, goes behind the board, and he's pushed by Richmond. Pretty good move by the kid, but he had dribbled behind the board where he was practically useless.
Well, he got behind there probably because Mitch Richmond gave him the shove and picks up the foul as Kobe got the defensive rebound, takes it the other way, and then goes to his left baseline, gets bumped by Mitch Richmond. Ball out of bounds to the Lakers.
All right, the ball is in to Fisher. Out of the game, Richmond. What's Richmond in foul trouble? No, he's only got one. Pass under the basket to Shaq. He missed the shot, and then tips it up and in, but it's not
Kobe
gonna
touched
count.
the rim. Yeah.
Kobe Bryant grabbed the rim, negating the basket by Shaquille O'Neal.
That's a good call by the officials. The miss was by Shaq, but he gets his own rebound, but Kobe grabbed the rim with both hands. Can't do that.
And the Lakers now go on defense. 8.5 to play in the first half, and they're up by a point. Sacramento has never led. The ball out in front, stolen. Nice play by Kobe. Gives the ball off to Fisher. The little rookie comes underneath to be fouled hard. He'll shoot two. The foul is by Williamson.
Nice play by Kobe. Not only the steal, but to give the ball up early, because if you give it up early, chances are you can get it back, because defensively they want to make another. They want to make you make another pass. As he gets the steal, gives it to Derek Fisher, and Fisher rides it in, uses his body very effectively against Corliss Williamson, and picks up the foul.
This is a strong little dude, this fella at the free throw line.
Only shooting 62% from the line, though, Chick.
Good. I know he is. Not a good free throw. That gives him 32 made and 51 tries as he converts. Winners tonight, Golden State, New York, Atlanta, and Phoenix beat San Antonio and their new self-appointed coach. The free throw is good. And that makes it 37 to 34. The Lakers leading by 3. 8:19 to play in the first half. Been a pretty good ball game so far. Bounce pass into Williamson, down the middle, turn, shoots over Bryant and scores. He took Bryant down the lane and scored on him. Williamson is 6'7", Bryant is 6'6".
Well, the key to that, though, Chicky, is one of the keys is you just can't allow a player to sit in that position. Kobe, as most players have to learn to do, deny the position.
Dribble drive, Fisher gives under to Shaq, slam, dunk. That's a pretty nice pass by Fisher, I'll tell you that.
And a very lucky play for the Lakers, as I thought Shaq was in the lane for a little longer than the 3.
Like 5 minutes. 39 to 36 is the score. The Lakers are in front. Bounce pass into Williamson. He's brought some life to this team since he came on. To Smith. Baseline to Coswell. 17-footer. That's good. And that's a surprise. That's his 4th point. On the year, he averages 2. Here's the ball in low to Shaq. He turns underneath. Shot blocked by Williamson. Great play by Williamson on the double team. Abdul Rauf over to Gamble. He fires from 18. Didn't get it. The rebound underneath. They bring it out of there. Smith gives to Rauf. He stops the dribble and shoots a 10-footer short. The rebound, and Abdul Rauf is limping badly. I think he hurt a knee. Bounce under to Byron Scott, and he got a great bounce pass from Kobe Bryant to score.
Nice play again by Kobe as the Lakers got the long rebound and pushed it up. Kobe's the guy that's making it happen. Bounce pass to Byron.
Abdul Rauf's high stepping to try to get that knee functioning again. Gamble is in there now, gives the ball off, and the jump shot is no good by Williamson, taken out of the air by the Lakers, and here we go the other way. Scott shops for a long outside jumper. No, the rebound is off, taken by Coswell. Coswell to Abdul Rauf. Rauf brings it over here to a nice-looking ball player, Williamson. His pass is off to Gamble. They don't gamble on that. He put it home. Gamble came into the league with the Boston Celtics.
And that's what he does best, stand around the perimeter and knock down shots.
Laker lead is 1. Eddie Jones will be in when it's dead. There's Bryant outside. 3-pointer too long. Abdul Rauf has got the ball. And once more we repeat it, they could take the lead. Coswell coming through the key, sees Gamble, gives it to him. Gamble is a shooter. Now he brings it out in front to Coswell, to Williamson. Down the middle he goes, feeds it over here at the baseline to Abdul Rauf. 2-bounce dribble, 18-footer, good. They lead it, 42-41. That brings the crowd to its feet and calls attention to a timeout.
Well, got the crowd back into it, that's for sure.
We'll be back after this message. from Southwest Airlines. This is the Lakers Basketball
20 seconds
Network.
timeout.
20 seconds.
Believing I could make a difference wasn't the problem. I just didn't know how. I knew I couldn't do everything, but I could do one thing at a time. And I realized I wasn't the only one out there. I've learned so much from so many different people. It's been great getting involved. Team up with your community.
Michael Jordan up close, take one.
Spend some quality time with NBA superstar Michael Jordan. Like 2.5 hours.
Come on, I'll give you a jump shot right now. I bet you shoot first air ball. What drove me back to the game was I truly love the game.
For limited time, you'll get above and beyond airtime and come fly with me when you purchase Michael Jordan, the Ultimate Collection. It's the total Michael Jordan video experience. Available for $29.98 or less wherever videos are sold.
Lewis Scott. He's got the game. He's got the money. He's got the women. He's got two big problems.
You're in Beantown now, baby! Beantown!
Hey, if you can't beat him,
Hold it right there, ball hog!
steal him. Damon Wayans, Daniel Stern, and Dan Aykroyd.
Might have to go to jail and become some bad man's boyfriend.
Celtic Pride.
Playing this month on Direct Ticket, only on Direct TV.
Lakers basketball is being brought to you by Southwest Airlines, by Nissan, who invite you to visit your Southern California Nissan retailer, by Miller Genuine Draft. Crack open the refreshing taste of cold-filtered Miller Genuine Draft and stay cool. And by your Southern California Ford dealers. See your Ford dealer today.
Well, shooting in the second quarter, Lakers have only made 4 out of 11. That's 36%, while the Kings are 9 out of 16, 56%.
One of the reasons, of course, is Van Exel, who carried him in the first quarter, again, is not in there.
Well, he played 1 minute in the second quarter. Of course, didn't attempt a shot and hasn't been back in, trying to get him some rest, I guess. But he's got such a hot hand. When you're hot like that, you don't get tired.
Eddie Jones has had only 2 shots, made 1.
I think that's a lot, but a lot of that is because Nick has been shooting the ball so effectively on the offense.
All right, the ball is in, and with it is Fisher. Here comes Jones around the screen by Campbell. In low it goes to Campbell. Oh, man, is that an easy move? He puts Smith so far away, Smith will have to hitchhike. It's 43-42, and the Los Angeles Lakers regain the lead. Now with the ball, Raouf. Raouf dribbling, takes the ball over to Gamble. Gamble lobs it in low to a guy that's really carrying him himself, and that's Corliss Williamson. He backs up. He drives on Kersey. He comes in deep, throws the ball underneath. Good pass to Smith, who blows the layup, gets the ball back. It slips out of his hand, and the ball comes down the floor in the possession of Derek Fisher. Fisher front court. Fisher to the dribble. Fisher goes at base, and there's a foul. The foul is on Williamson.
And Corliss looks up and says to his teammates and his coach, I know that was my bad. I shouldn't have reached in on a little point guard like that, but I did, and I picked up the foul. Speaking of Nick Van Exel, coming back into the ball game. Lakers up by 1, 43-42.
The guy they're missing is Brian Grant. He's played in only 5 games this year. When he went out with the shoulder injury and had surgery, there he is there, a handsome kid, and he can play. As this coach told me tonight, he said that he doesn't only score, he fires up the other guys. And you got to have one of those, too.
You absolutely
43-42. Ball goes over to Jones. In low to Campbell. Campbell keeps it. Turn. Underneath. That's a great move. Campbell. He ate Coswell up and spit him out.
Normally, Eldon goes into that motion and will take that jump shot, but now he's learning that up and under move, and it's going to serve him well.
I'll tell you, he is playing so well in the last 8 games. Coswell out in front to Williamson. Williamson gives the ball to Raouf. Nobody guarding him. Neck's away from him. And the shot no good, but the rebound is off to Kersey. Kersey gives the ball to Van Exel, who returns. Van Exel in the front court. See if the Lakers can extend their lead again. They're up by 3. They were up by 7 when the quarter started. Here's Shaq down the middle, fouled in the act of shooting. And the foul apparently is on Coswell. It is. Shaq O'Neal in the ball game tonight has tried 1, 2, 3 free throws and made 1.
Well, he's going to get 2 more here as Coswell picks up the foul. Olden Polynice comes back into the ball game, but he doesn't replace Coswell. He goes in for Michael Smith. So the Sacramento Kings trying to match up against Eldon Campbell. They bring Polynice in to do that.
The free throw is good by Shaq, his second make in 4 tries. The third one won't stay in for him, and it's 46 to 42. The Lakers in front, 4:20 to play until the end of the half. Picking the ball up in the backcourt, which he shouldn't have done. Abdul Rauf. Williamson's got the ball. Unless you're against a trap and get caught, you don't pick the ball up in the backcourt. You take it in the front court. Ball to the baseline. Polynice against Campbell. Campbell with 2 fouls. Polynice turns, can't shoot it because of Campbell's good defense. They take it back in. 1 on the clock. Shot didn't hit anything, but they say that it was a legitimate shot. Would have counted had it have gone against the 24-second clock. Van Exel's got it. Van Exel yo-yoing out in front. Gets a screen by Campbell, goes around that. Pivots back and forth like a windshield wiper, and you can use those these days. Oh, look out. There's a low bridge foul on Coswell. And Shaq is holding his knee. I guess he's okay. He went under Shaq and dropped him with a low bridge, we call it.
Those are the kind of plays, Chick. As a player, when you leave the ground and that happens to you and you know your legs are getting taken out from under you a little bit, you get so scared because you know the floor is coming shortly. Tried the lob pass.
Oh, man,
and,
that's scary.
The pass wasn't all that good, but Shaq is such an athlete. He can get to passes that you sometimes think are going out of bounds.
Free throw is good. Coswell's coming out now. And coming in is Billy Owens.
Now they have that same problem now, though, Chick, trying to match up with Eldon. Now Billy Owens is going to have to play Eldon, and there is no way.
No chance.
Billy Owens can play.
No. Free throws are both good. So in the ball game, give me a total on them, will you please? 4 out of 6. Okay. It's now
4 out of 7.
4 out of 7. 48 to 42 is the score. The Lakers in front. So they've only lost 1 point off of the lead at the end of the first quarter. Here's Rauf with the ball. Kicking the ball is going to be called against Van Exel.
I don't know about
to 24.
Chick, Nick jumped up in the air to try to deflect the pass that he thought was going to be high, but it hit him in the leg. I don't know if he stuck his leg out purposely. Has to be a positive act.
Yep, you and I have said that 1,000 times. 3:20 left to play, and the ball given off to Owens here in the first half. Now it gives to Rauf. Rauf double team. Owens left alone. He shoots a 20-footer and misses it. The rebound, however, is off to Polynice. Polynice holds it up at the top of the key. Takes it over to Billy Owens again. Owens back to Polynice. Polynice drives around his man Kersey, and Kersey fouled him on the dribble. Kersey the foul.
Well, right now the Lakers have the people they want shooting the ball from the perimeter for the Kings. The Billy Owens, you don't mind him shooting 20-footers. That's for one thing. As the Sacramento's Kings want to take a timeout and talk it over. We've got 3:05 to go in the first half, and the Lakers still up by 6. It's 48-42 on the Lakers Basketball Network.
People ask me why I do what I do. I don't think they understand the responsibility involved. I mean, it's awesome. Thousands of people pay good money to see the Coyote. He can't have an off night. I know there's a game going on, but I think most of the people are here to see the big guy. Sure, there's a lot of pressure, but when it's over, we just hope we've made the game a little better.
Special Agent John Kruger.
He'll be handling your personal security.
For protection.
Get down!
The only way to give his witness a future is to erase her past.
They missed.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. Eraser.
Come and get me.
Playing this month on Direct Ticket, only on Direct TV.
When you compete in sports, there are some basic rules to follow. I'll start with respect.
Play fair.
Or just don't play.
Keep your cool.
Lead by example.
Be proud.
Accept winning and losing with class.
No taunting.
And always stay positive.
So don't just practice your sport. Practice sportsmanship.
What's on tap, Stu?
Well, the New York Knicks beat the Washington Bullets 85-73 in a real high-scoring affair. Miami 76, Cleveland 74, and the hottest team in the league, the Utah Jazz 110, the Indiana Pacers 86.
Score here is 48-42 in the second quarter. We've got 3:05 left to play in the period. The ball is out of bounds to Billy Owens. Ball comes in to Raouf. Abdul Raouf. Pass out in front to Williamson. Dribble down the middle. Goes in the air. Did he travel? Nope. He got rid of the ball before he landed. Then they go over with a pass to Polynice. He missed the 16-footer, and Campbell erases the backboard and takes the ball. Now it's 48-42 the Lakers. Their biggest lead in the ball game was at the end of the quarter when they led by 7. Ball into Campbell. Turn underneath. Throws it up. And out of it goes. It goes, and he's fouled. Campbell. The foul is on Billy Owens. And the Lakers now with their biggest lead of the night. By the way, working with Frank Pollock on our radio cast is Matthew Slater. We're happy to be working with him here.
Well, again, Billy Owens doesn't have any chance of guarding Elden Campbell. The size differential is just too big in favor of Elden.
Elden's had a good year free throwing. I knew I shouldn't have said that. I knew it as sure as I'm sitting here. There's the ball on the floor. Going for it is Kersey. We're going to have a jump ball. Kersey and Williamson will jump.
Well, Jerome Kersey was calling for a timeout, and he's mad because he's saying, how can there be a jump ball when they never did get their hands on the ball? All they did was fall on top of me. And he's an upset player at this point, but he's got to settle down a little bit. Don't want to get a technical right now.
Out of the ball game goes Owens. They bring Smith back. Offensively, they're playing with 4 men because Smith is not even looking for a shot. Ball in the air. Both men miss it. They'll toss it again.
Lakers on a 9-0 scoring run that's taken about 3 minutes and 15 seconds.
Both almost miss it again. Free ball picked up by Richmond, who's back in there. It was after he went out that the Lakers were able to reestablish their superiority.
Well, the Kings have no chance, I don't believe, without Mitch Richmond on the floor.
Here's the ball out in front to Smith. Smith gives the ball to Richmond. Baseline to the big man, and that's the center, Polynice. Here's the ball back to Polynice. It was a little bit behind him, but he knocked it down with an elbow, picks it up. 4 on the clock. Eddie Jones wants it. He's got it. Here he comes against Richmond, a good defender, and Eddie is smart. Doesn't try to take advantage of what's not there. Eddie backing in. Eddie getting very few shot attempts. O'Neal in the 3-second area. Brings it over here to Kersey. He fires and gets the 20-foot jumper. 52-42 for Kersey in the ball game. That's his first point. He and Jones each with only 2 points, and you're still winning? That's unusual. 52-42. Richmond brings it out in front to Polynice. His pass knocked down by Kersey. Comes in the backcourt where it's picked up by Richmond. 1:35 to play. Richmond runs over Jones, loses the ball. Boy, I'll tell you, it's rough and tumble and scrappy, and Jones gets it back. Here they come, 4-on-1 against poor Raouf underneath the Jones. A no-look pass and score. Nice play by the Lakers. They had a 4-on-1.
You talk about defense. Again, the Lakers really swarming, and Eddie Jones coming up with yet another steal, and then he goes down and gets a deuce.
And the Lakers have a 12-point lead with 1:10 left to play here in the first half, excuse me. Polynice with it. Out in front to Raouf. The Laker coach must be reporting in. He's all the way to midcourt. Oh, underneath. A backhand layup by Richmond won't go down. It was a tough shot to begin with. The rebound of the Lakers. And here we go with Van Exel. Around a pick. Comes in deep. Gives the ball to Campbell. He flies through the air. Throws it in. No basket. Charging. Be careful, Nick. At the tee. That's 2 tees. Van Exel's gone. Van Exel is gone. The coach grabs him. Tries to restrain him. It didn't even involve Nick. He's just mad because they called it on Campbell. Now the Laker coach got to get a tee, doesn't he? He's out on the floor by 20 feet.
I mean, he did not hesitate. He called 2 of the quickest technicals on Nick that you've seen in quite a while. Yes, what are you going to say? Is that a reputation type of a call there? Well, you'll never know because they'll never admit it. But Nick, he deserved the first one maybe with the with the language. If he used bad language, he had to have said something bad because he was nowhere near making any other kind of a gesture.
Ronnie Nunn is explaining it to the coach. The coach is yelling, and the coach is going to get one himself if he's not real careful. Real careful. He's walking on thin ice. And Billy Burt going down there to try to rescue his coach, and they both come back. So Raouf will shoot the tee. The first one is good. Did he shoot them both?
Both, yeah.
Made them both. 54-44.
Plus, that becomes the 3rd foul on Elden Campbell.
That's
so
right.
That becomes a big play. There's 50 seconds left in the half. They've taken Elden out. because of the 3 fouls.
Shaq is in there, and now they bring in Travis Knight with the ball. Raouf. Pass the ball to Williams in deep. 8-foot jumper on the way, no. Rebound tipped up under the basket. Beautiful play by Smith. He tipped it in. Nice play. And now it's 54-46. The 12-point lead is only 8. 34 seconds left. Fisher with the ball, getting a long stint. In low, it goes up to O'Neal. Throws it up, no good, but he was fouled. He'll go to the line for 2.
Let me tell you something about being the double team man on Shaq. If you don't get there in time, and I mean early, so that you've established position and you get there late and you take that contact, not only do you get the foul, but you get the punishment.
Shaquille O'Neal, he's not made 6 out of 7. I can see 2 misses.
He's 4 out of 7.
4 out of 7. Free throw is good.
5 out of 8.
And that makes it 55-46.
He ties Nick for game honors at this point with 15 points. Obviously, Nick won't be able to add to his as he's in the shower.
Free throw is no good this time. The rebound is off to Smith. It's 55-46. 24 seconds left. Coming to the front court, Gary St. Jean, the coach, telling his players how to spread the floor, what he wants to do to get this last shot. Now what's happening here is the fact that the 24-second clock is about 2 seconds behind the game clock. The game clock, here's a dribble drive underneath, the shot no good, and it'll be free throw time. Unless the Lakers utilize one of the fouls they had to give. Nope, it's a shooting foul. Lakers had a foul to give.
No, that wasn't a shooting foul, I don't think.
Well, I didn't think so either, but that's why they're lined up at the line where you usually shoot free throws. Now the referee says no. It's going to be out of bounds, nothing more. A 20-second timeout. 20-second timeout. Score 55-46, the Lakers on the Lakers Basketball Network.
Do we have Eldon's foul that got Nick the technical? Okay, because I didn't see any of it.
Should have.
I didn't see it. I had somebody stand in front of me.
All right, the score now with 6 7/10 seconds left is 55-46. The Lakers are assured of going to the locker room with the lead, but how big? Biggest lead was at 54-42.
Well, they take Shaq out for the final 6.7 seconds, which is great because he has 2 fouls. You don't want him to pick up that third. Sean Rooks re-enters the ball.
Waiting for the ball to come in. It comes into Williamson. Williamson should get it to Richmond. He does. Richmond's the guy you want to shoot it. It's on the way. It's no good. The rebound to Fisher. He grabs it and throws it toward the other end to no avail. And at the end of the first half, the Lakers outscored them in both quarters. The second quarter by 2, and the Laker lead is 55-46. At halftime now, we're coming back with an interview with Tyus Edney, the former UCLA star, who caught 3 early fouls in this ball game. This is the Lakers Basketball Network.
Welcome to the NBA League Pass Halftime Show. We begin our show Tuesday night with a great point guard matchup in Philadelphia. In the first, Derek Coleman spotting a wide-open Clarence Witherspoon for the jam, 11 for the spoon on the night. Sonics D tough on Iverson all night. Jim McIlvaine with the rejection. One of 6 block shots for the Seattle center. He shows he can do it on the other end as well. The feed from Payton, and he powers it home. Sonics up 6 early. Still in the first, Jerry Stackhouse in traffic, able to get the bucket and the foul. Stackhouse, 19 points on the night. Closing moments of the first, Sonics running. Eric Snow, the lead for Perkins. He finishes the break. Could be a long night for Johnny Davis. Sonics lead 31-25 after 1. Second quarter, another Sonic break. Payton going in for the bucket, but Mark Davis is not so fast, coming in from behind. A great game for Davis. The pretty dunk in the lane. He had a team-high 20 for the Sixers. Late in the second, Sean Kemp misses the short jumper, but Payton works his way inside for the tip-in. And the Sonics walk off with a 4-point halftime lead. Third quarter, Kemp floats through 3 defenders on his way to a pretty layup, and George Karl looking for a replay. Iverson, meanwhile, still struggling, goes up against McIlvaine again, and again swatted away. He would learn the penetration this time and the dish off to Scott Williams. Sonics by 9. A fantastic night for Sam Perkins, 9 of 10 shooting, including 4 of 5 from three-point land. He finished with 22. Sixers trying to keep it close. Iverson feeds Coleman for the uncontested jam. 13 points, 9 rebounds for Coleman on the night. Third quarter winding down. Craig Elo losing the defender, handing it to McIlvain for the emphatic slam. Sixers trail by 12 after 3. In the fourth, Kemp provides a show.
From Weatherspoon, that was Iverson hitting the wood. Whoa!
Sonic coach George Karl likes to see that and probably enjoyed watching this. Craig Elo, the perfect alley-oop for Kemp. He finishes with 21 points, 15 rebounds, and the Sonics finish off the Sixers easily. 118-94. Payton wins the point guard matchup, outscoring Iverson 26-11. Let's catch you up to date with the standings, starting with the Central. With the victory, the Hornets are now one game over 500. Strong defensive play has put the Miami Heat atop the Atlantic Division. In the Midwest, the Houston Rockets have the best winning percentage in the NBA. And Seattle's win extended their lead by another half game. They lead Los Angeles by 1 game in the Pacific. A reminder, for more on the NBA League Pass, click on to NBA.com. Check out the entire League Pass schedule, as well as scores, highlights, and statistics from around the league. And now, our halftime spotlight, featuring a European basketball star making an impact. Although soccer is historically the sport of choice in Europe, Sasha Danilovic devoted himself to the game of basketball. As you can see here, Sasha Danilovic is not the only European player making an impact on the NBA. These 4 European centers are also a vital part of their teams. We continue our show with all the action from Sunday night. Michael
Sura with 5 in the shot clock. Drives right to
Oh, and give it a two-hand push. Don't do him like that, Sura.
Sura and the Cavs win big over the Clips. Flip Saunders and the Timberwolves in LA taking on the Lakers. Wolves defense having trouble with Shaquille O'Neal early. He splits 2 defenders and goes in for the jam. Then O'Neal goes backdoor on Cherokee Parks and sends it in. Shaq with 22 points and 10 boards. And also 5 assists. This one to Corey Blunt for the jam. Flip Saunders upset with the T-Wolves interior D. Second half, good ball movement by the Lakers. Jerome Kersey spots Eldon Campbell in the lane. Campbell a solid night, 12 points and 9 boards. Shaq too strong, too fast. Shaq and the Lakers whip the Wolves. Reggie Miller and the Pacers taking on the Suns in Phoenix. Now the Suns running early. Kevin Johnson spotting AC Green on the break. Green finishing with 12 points. KJ 8 assists. Johnson a step too quick for Miller on the driving layup. KJ pours in 15 on the night. Pacers established their inside game. Dale Davis working around Danny Manning. Davis only 5 points, but 12 rebounds. Wesley Person sparking the Suns offense, tying a career high, nailing 6 3-pointers. In the second half, KJ finding Person in the corner, faking out Miller, then draining the 3, leading the Suns to their 4th win of the year. ML Carr and the struggling Celtics hoping to grab a win against the Bucks. But Ray Allen has other ideas. On the steal, going in for the sweet reverse. David Wesley had the hot hand for the Celtics, burying the 3 and leading them with 16. Then former Celtic Sherman Douglas, the alley-oop for Vin Baker. Later in the half, it's Baker again on the alley-oop. He led the Bucks with 24 points and 10 rebounds. And even when he missed, others like Andrew Lang were there to slam it home. Bucks beat the Celtics 187. Spurs taking on the Warriors from San Jose Arena, and Chris Mullin getting used to the new setting, draining the jumper for 2 of his 17 on the night. Mullin was 8 of 11 from the field. Second half, Warriors keep the ball moving. Mullin finding Joe Smith, and the reverse layup falls. Smith finishes with a game-high 24. Smith banging the boards as well. Latrell Sprewell with a miss, but Smith slides in. Smith and Sprewell led the Warriors with 7 rebounds each. Spurs sloppy offense. Donald Royal gets the steal, then goes all the way to the easy 2. David Robinson expected back Tuesday, and he can't wait. Warriors roll. These Magic men in street clothes also itching to get back. Kings guard Tyus Edney felt like a giant.
Here's another great job by the Kings. Lead out Tyus at the breakaway. How about that?
Edney with the rare dunk. Then later in the half, he spots Corliss Williamson, who says, "This is how I do it." Kings up 47-28. Second half, Magic pressure produces a turnover. Gerald Wilkins benefits. He had 13 on the night. Leading by 14 in the third, the Kings begin to put it away for good. Mitch Richmond dropping in the 3. Richmond a team-high 22. The Kings play on friendly hosts. In NBA news, with a league record tying 13 consecutive three-point field goals and over 21 points a game, the NBA Player of the Week is the Pistons' Terry Mills. Let's take a look ahead to Wednesday's schedule. All times are local. Remember, for the entire League Pass schedule, as well as scores, highlights, and statistics from around the league, click on to NBA.com on the World Wide Web. Thanks for watching the NBA League Pass Halftime Show.
Great service, Great Western. Move your money to Great Western Bank today. By AT&T, your true choice. By Taco Bell, there's nothing ordinary about it. By American Express, wherever you are, whatever you're doing.
18 out of 42, 43%. Free throw shooting, the Lakers 9 out of 15, Sacramento 10 out of 13. Lakers were converted 2 of 6 from three-point land, while the Kings were nothing out of 7. Lakers out-rebounded them by 5, 25-20, and each team had 8 turnovers.
Shaq now in his last 3 games, 2.5 games actually, has made 14 of his last 23 free throws. That's not bad. The Lakers leading here by 9. Their biggest lead was 12.
Well, you know, the play that got Nick Van Exel ejected was the play where Elden Campbell called for the offensive foul, and Nick didn't agree with it. Elden didn't. Nobody agreed with it, but it's the way you show your displeasure, I guess, that determines whether you stay in the ballgame.
All right, the rookie Derek Fisher will replace Van Exel as the starter. Here comes our halftime guest, and he's quite a kid, isn't he? Edney, now the ball out in front to Edney. Dribble, stop at the elbow, and he hits a nice 16-footer. Nice shot. And it's now 55-48 as the white-clad Kings try to come back. They've got a moat around the castle, but the Lakers going to try to penetrate it now. Here's the ball over to Jones. Jones looks into Shaq. They take it in there. Shaq O'Neal backing in a little bit. Bounce out in front to Campbell. He's got to shoot that 17-footer and drill it. That gives Campbell 7 out of 9 field goals tonight. I want to tell you, at this stage, for the last 8 games, he might be the most improved player in the league. He's just gone crazy. Dribble drive. Here comes Richmond to the base. 10-foot jumper. That's good. And that's what they need, because he, in the first half, made only 2 out of 8 shots. Long pass the other way to Jones. Jones comes underneath. Jones makes a bad pass, trying to save it as Kersey. He can't. He lands on the bench of
You're trying to tell me Eddie Jones wasn't fouled on that play? No whistle for Eddie on that play?
57-50. He puts it up and in. Usually a guy will bank that shot, but not Shaq. He says, hey, I'm looking down in that ring. Now it's 59-50. O'Neal in the ball game with 17 points and 6 rebounds and 3 assists. Owens 18-foot jumper, didn't draw iron. The rebound is off. Chased in the corner. Can they save it? No. Boy, they sure gave it a good try, and the guy that gave it that hard effort over there just couldn't quite get it. His name is Michael Smith.
Again, they'll make Billy Owens shoot the ball from the perimeter. When he's most effective is when he's in the post or he's trying to break you down off the dribble.
Lakers looking for their 3rd win in a row. They've won 3 in a row, 3 or 4 times this year, but never more than that. They'd like to win here tonight and then take on Indiana at the Forum tomorrow night and Portland on Friday before leaving for Chicago next Tuesday. A week from tonight, we'll be there. Fisher drive to the base. Fisher comes back around the pick, gives to Campbell, slam dunk. That's a beautiful play by Fisher. I know it's a good finish, but it was a great play by Fisher.
Well, Fisher set the whole thing up. Obviously, Eldon set a nice screen, but it's the coming off the screen, recognizing where the man is, what pass to deliver, and Fisher did it.
That's 16 points for Eldon, and he has made a nice contribution percentage-wise. Here's a jump shot. They put it up and in. It'll be a 3-pointer. And the foul is on Eddie Jones.
What a smart play by Mitch Richmond. He knows that Eddie's trailing him on his right shoulder. He's a right-hander. So instead of floating or going straight up, he actually jumps and then jumps back into where the defender is coming from to get to contact. Nice play, 3-point opportunity.
I was screened out on the play. I thought that it was a 3, but the man standing in front of me wouldn't let us see it. And so now he makes it a 3-point play with a free throw, and it's an 8-point ball game. It's 61-53. 9:25 to play in the 3rd quarter. Jones getting very limited number of field goal tries. In the game, he's only had 3 shots. He made 2 of them. Ball into Campbell. Campbell double team. They steal the ball. Here comes Richmond, but he is fouled on the dribble by Shaq O'Neal. That wasn't a smart foul by Shaq by any means, because it's his 3rd. If it was his 1st foul, that's a different story.
Well, from the blind side, Eldon gets picked by Mitch Richmond. He's got to recognize that. Have your head up and see where the defender's coming from. Make the pass to the open man.
3 fouls on Shaq. Tyus Edney with it, bounces over to Richmond. He'll take charge of this game if you let him. He comes underneath for a shot. It's blocked. It comes down to Polynice. He's out to Edney. Edney's 20-foot jumper, no good. The rebound to O'Neal. O'Neal's 7th rebound. He's just like the river, just keeps rolling along. Or is it flowing along?
I think it's
Jones
flowing.
with it. All right, flowing. Jones with it. Bounce pass in low to Shaq. Shaq, one-on-one coverage by Polynice. Throws it up and gets the roll. And that gives him 19 points. Shaq in the ball game has now made 7 of 15 shots from the floor. And the Laker lead is 10. Here's Polynice out in front. Polynice down the middle. Owens, he puts it up and in. Nice play. Owens got away from Kersey. Nice pass, 63-55.
Nice play. Owens normally sets the screen for Richmond on that.
Yep. All right, the ball in low to Shaq. Out of front to Jones. Jones gives the ball to Kersey. Kersey standing on the 3-point line straight away from the basket. Here's the ball stolen again. Whip pass up in the front court. Taken by Owens. He comes in deep. Gives the ball off to Edney. Alley-oop. That's a nice play. Nice play. About a 5-foot jumper.
Well, that play, Jerome Kersey telegraphed that pass, and Michael Smith read the telegram and got the steal.
All right, we go the other way, and with the ball from Arkansas Little Rock, it's Derek Fisher. Fisher drives, comes in deep, comes all the way, throws it up, didn't get a rebound by Shackle. He blew the layup. Rebound is off, and here we go with Edney. Edney all the way. Edney underneath, put it up and in. Timeout, Los Angeles. Listen to these 17,000 basketball buffs.
Well, the Lakers went up by 11, but the Sacramento Kings are saying, we're not going anywhere. You're in our house. You're going to have to earn it on the Lakers Basketball Network.
Boom, boom, boom.
Everybody knows that it's all right.
I'm Jerry Lindegaard.
You want your own wife kidnapped?
Her dad, he's real well off. See, these are personal matters.
Personal matters?
So, I got the state looking for a Sierra with a tag starting VLR.
I'm not sure that I agree with you 100% on your police work there, Lou. I think that vehicle there probably had dealer plates.
Jeez.
DLR?
No, they said no cops.
Fargo. Playing this month on Direct Ticket, only on Direct TV.
Lakers basketball is being brought to you by Southwest Airlines. With fares so low, you have the freedom to go places. By Genuine Chevrolet, the cars more Americans trust. By the Pepsi-Cola Company, who remind you that nothing else is a Pepsi. And by BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
Well, the Kings are on a scoring run of their own now. In the last 2.5 minutes, they've outscored the Lakers 9-2.
Hey, a fellow that we really miss on this trip, and I hope he gets back with us real soon. He's a little under the weather. Seth Shore. He is a remarkable young man, new bridegroom. He became ill on our last trip, and he's getting better. That's going to take a little while. Seth, come on back as soon as you can.
Well, coming in at point guard is Rumeal Robinson, replacing Derek Fisher.
Now we got Eddie Jones with the ball. Eddie looking for somebody to give it to. Gives it out in front to Rumeal. Kid that played his college ball at Michigan, where he was on an NCAA championship team.
5.
Kersey with it.
4.
Kersey dribbling. Kersey knows it. 20-foot jumper. He knows it. Oh, in and out. Hardenberg rake, and the rebound is off, taken by Smith to Edney. Edney pass. That's a beautiful pass. Underneath. Shot block. Goaltending is the call. Kersey gets the goaltending. That's a heck of a pass. 63-61.
All of a sudden, we've got a real game here as Polynice gets the basket on the goaltend by Kersey.
All right, an 11-2 run. The Lakers are on the short end of it. Now the ball bounced into O'Neal. He's going to go to the hole. He throws it up, no good, but he'll shoot 2 free throws. O'Neal to the line. 1 shot foul. It'll come out of bounds. Lakers have 2 team fouls. That's the first one on Sac. Ball brought in to Rumeal Robinson. He started 3 games recently, then went to the end of the pine. Now we got Kersey. Kersey holds it up. Kersey gives it to Eddie Jones. You got to get Eddie some shots. 3 shots in the game, that's not enough. Kersey from 21 feet straight out, not close. Rebounds off Campbell, hit it, but it goes in the hand and controlled by Owens. Owens front court, all the way under to Smith. He throws it up, no, the rebound is off and stolen. A great steal down there, and the guy that stole the ball was Rumeal Robinson. Now Smith knocks it out of his hand and out of bounds. Great play by Rumeal, probably saved the basket.
Yeah, they were right up under there, but once you put the ball down where guards can get a look at it, they normally take it away from you.
All right, the Lakers coming down.
Also, the guy, the Lakers probably should go back to Eldon Campbell, let him set the table a little bit in the post.
Am I wrong that Jones needs some shots?
Oh, no, he's only had 3 in the ball game.
2 or 3.
He's made 2 out of 3.
All right. Ball goes into Shaq. Shaq down the middle, turns, shoot, and makes about a 7-footer just to beat the 24-second clock.
That's the key. You see how long it takes to get into the offense. That's why I say the scores are lower. Coaches have caught up to the 24-second clock.
21 points for Shaq. Owens underneath. Richmond's got it. Turn, shoot, 16-footer, no. The rebound is off. Rumeal Robinson gets it on the top. Touch pass from Kersey. Robinson with the ball in the front court, leading by 4. Now Campbell with the ball. Campbell to the free throw line area. Gives it over to Eddie Jones. Back. It goes into Shaq. Back to Eddie. Eddie's not looking for the shot. Into Shaq. Out to Kersey. Here's a guy. Well, a pass underneath. Campbell. Good movement of the ball if they can score with it, but they didn't. And the rebound is the littlest guy in Sacramento. A long pass, bounce, and goes out of bounds off the hand of Smith. And I want to tell you, that was a very clever, sensational pass by Edney.
Yeah, and I thought he had the right spin on it. Sometimes that bounce pass that travels that far can skip on you. And but if it skipped right out of the hands of Michael Smith.
65-61 is the score. We got 5:07 left to play here in the period. And the Lakers trying to get back into the groove. Kersey, baseline to Campbell. 17-footer will be too long. Rebound is off. Free ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Sacramento.
Oh, I thought Shaq reached in and knocked that ball free. But again, we're a long way away. The officials, 5 feet from the play, make the call.
65-61, 4:55 left to play. And the inbound pass comes to Shaq at the base. Will they shoot that long a shot?
Yeah.
One bounce dribble, 16-footer, no good. And the rebound comes back on a straight line to Owens. Owens gets his 4th rebound of the game. Richmond for 3. In and out. Hard break. Rebound is off. Polynice has got it. His shot is blocked and taken away by Shaq O'Neal. He absolutely ripped it out of his hands. Robinson going all the way. Robinson underneath, put it up, no good. The crowd was booing. Here comes Owens. It's getting wild and woolly. Here Owens all the way. Lays it off beautifully. Foul as Polynice tries to go to the basket. The foul is on Eldon Campbell, his 4th.
Foul trouble is going to be the key of this ball game now as Billy Owens going to the basket makes it happen. He brings defenders to him. Gives it to Olden Polynice, and Eldon Campbell picks up the foul. He's going to have to go to the bench as Polynice will go to the line to shoot 2.
And Polynice has made 4 out of 4. That's pretty good for a guy that's shooting 50% on the year.
That just tells you that he's due to miss.
Nice going, Stu.
He's still due.
He made the free throw, and here comes Knight to replace Campbell. Eldon's 4th foul. That's mandatory. You take him out here. You still got 16.5 minutes to play in this game.
Yeah, and you've only got a 3-point lead.
Yeah.
You once had a 12-point lead. 11.7 rebounds for Olden Polynice.
Here's the next one by Olden. He's made 6 in a row. That's his career high. 65-63. Edney comes back and bothers Rumeal Robinson. Now Rumeal dribbles around him. Edney is on his tail. Now the ball to Jones down the middle of the free throw line. And he shoots and misses from 15. The rebound is off to Owens. Owens gives the ball to Edney. Edney sparked him. Believe me, down the middle he comes. Lays it off beautifully. What timing. Great play. Polynice scores.
Right now, the Sacramento Kings have the Lakers on their heels. They have them taking shots with outside of the offense, and that's what you want from a team defense.
65 to 65 is the score. The Lakers' 12-point lead is eradicated. Ball in low to Shaq. Whoa! Down he goes, thrown down, and Polynice wants to help him up, and Shaq will not accept his hand. He does accept the hands of a couple of other guys, including Knight. Wow.
Well, Shaq got good position, goes up, and I mean gets hammered a little bit there, goes down. I don't know if he's used to it, but I tell you, that last play that, again, Tyus Edney made possible to Polynice with all the dribble penetration. They didn't pick up the ball or stop the ball until he was almost under the basket.
That was a sensational play by Edney. Shaq misses the free throw. On the night now he's 5 for 10. And over the last 3 games he is 14 for 24. This is Shaq's 13th consecutive games with 20 or more points. The last guy that did that in a Laker uniform, consecutive games, Magic Johnson, 1986. 13th consecutive with 20 or more. Shaq misses them both, and he is 5 for 11. And the Lakers are tied here in the third. I didn't like the feeling I had about this game coming in. This club just drives the Lakers nuts up here. Here's the ball to Owens. Bounce at the baseline to Mitchell. Mitchell fakes. Mitchell drives. Mitchell slips. Didn't go down. Give the ball to Smith. He comes underneath. Foul on O'Neal. O'Neal knocked him flat going down the lane. That's 4 fouls on O'Neal.
Yeah, that's bad news now. Now you've got your 2 starters, the power forward and your starting center, both with 4 fouls. 3 minutes and 20 to go in the third. You got to take Shaq out here, and you only see yourself in a tie ball game. The bench is going to have to come up big, and I mean big.
Well, another thing that you didn't mention, Stu, the foul troubles on the 2 big men, yes, but Van Exel has not been around for the second half.
And won't with the ejection that he took in the first half. 2 quick technicals.
Owens brings the ball into Edney. Edney has been the spark here in this quarter. Down the middle he goes. He pivots. Where are you going? Bounce the ball to the baseline. 17-foot jumper is no good by Polynice. The ball comes off into the hands of Edney. Edney all the way under. Throws it up short. Rebound is off. Polynice got it. Polynice drops it out of bounds.
But that's what you have to do to Edney when he penetrates. You have to make him a scorer, not 2 or 3 people, just one guy. Make him shoot the ball because he's looking to dribble and then kick it out to somebody.
3 minutes left to play in a tie ball game here in the third quarter. Chick Hearn with Stu Lance. And on the simulcast, we've got Rumeal Robinson. Rumeal against Edney. Takes it into Sean Rooks. Rooks underneath. Puts it up.
Offense.
No good. Offensive foul.
Yeah.
He did. He threw out the left arm.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Well, it's quite a ball game, and if you think 17,317 aren't enjoying it, you're silly. We're going to be back right after this message from Southwest Airlines. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the Lakers Basketball Network.
You've done it over and over again, in practice, in your mind. Focus. Now it's all there, the balance, the elbow, the follow-through. Focus. You can tell as it leaves your hand. It's so right. Your teammates anticipate it, and your opponent, he fears it, because he knows that there will be no rebound.
To want him was easy.
Dad, meet David McCall.
Pleasure to meet you, sir. Same here, David.
To love him was exciting.
Tell me you need me.
I need you, David.
To leave him was impossible.
You have something that everybody wants, but nobody has. The guy is a psychopath.
Lock your door!
Fear.
Playing this month on Direct Ticket, only on Direct TV.
Dana, 264 times 13.
All my life, people told me I couldn't do it. Play basketball, do well in school. I remember once.
Excuse me.
These guys were giving me a really hard time.
Excuse me.
What do you want?
I'm trying to get to my locker.
Well, I know you're not trying to play me basketball. I didn't get mad. I didn't argue. I decided then to just keep on doing what everyone said I couldn't do. Peace.
presents the NBA's 50 greatest players. Tonight's member is Bill Sharman. This 8-time All-Star was a major key to Boston's early success. His quick feet, deadly shooting, and knowledge of the game helped launch the Celtic dynasty.
And you know, fans, Bill is still on the staff of the Lakers. He went on to become the only coach in history to coach championship teams in 3 different professional leagues. He's the guy that invented the morning shoot-around. He's the guy that led the Lakers to their 33 wins back in 71-72. And the championship. Edney down the middle to break the tie. 8-footer no good, but he was knocked down by Sean Rooks, and Edney will get up with the help of his teammate over there, Smith.
Well, that's what happens with Mr. Momentum. All of a sudden, the Kings are getting all of the loose balls. The ball was almost stolen by Eddie, but it rolled around a little bit. They came up with it, and now they find Tyus Edney at the line for 2. He can give his club the lead.
For the second time in the game, they led by 1 in the second quarter. Edney at the line, the former Bruin, fires and makes it. 66-65. The Lakers led at 62-50. They led at the half 54. No, I'm sorry, it wasn't a half. They led 54-42 earlier in the second quarter. Both free throws are good. And it's 67-65. We got 2:27 to play. Do you keep your 2 big men on the bench, or do you gamble with one of them?
Well, I think you gamble with one of them very soon if this lead especially gets bigger.
Fisher passed up the outside side. Here's a guy that can shoot outside. Not that time. Rebound is off. Rooks had it, but he loses it. Here comes Polynice. Polynice gives the ball to Edney. Bounce underneath to Owens. Shot block. Great play. They call a foul. Wow. They call a foul on number 6, Eddie Jones. The block shot was brilliant, but the foul had been called.
Another thing about the offense now for the Lakers, with the lineup they have on the floor, it's almost imperative that Eddie Jones gets a lot of looks at the basket, because he's their second leading scorer on the year. He's only had 4 shots in this ball game, and with the Shaq and Nick and Eldon out of the game at this point, you have to go to Eddie.
A 69%er misses the first. Gives them a 3-point lead with the second. 68-65. This would be one of the big upsets of the year. That's what we said in Charlotte. That's what we said in Toronto. That's what we said several times this year. And here is a drive, but a foul is called. And the foul is going to be on Edney.
Exactly 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Lakers find themselves down by 3.
The Lakers have, wow, high pass snared by Fisher. The Lakers are out of fouls. The Kings have 4 team fouls. Out in front, the ball to Eddie Jones. Jones to the dribble. Jones gives the ball to Grant. Bounce underneath the basket, and a foul is called, as trying to shoot it under there was Sean Rooks.
No foul. They just said he slapped it out of bounds. So
okay,
give the Lakers the ball with 10 seconds.
The Lakers have not, listen to this, the Lakers have not scored a point in the last 6 minutes. Not a point.
That'll get you behind.
I'll say. You're lucky you're only 3 behind. Pass comes in to Knight. Jump shot by Kersey. He hits a deuce. That's their first point in 6 minutes and 5 seconds. Wow. The Lakers are down by a point. 68-67. The Lakers just trying to survive this quarter and then get their big men back in there, at least one of them. Bounce pass goes in low. It's Polynice down the middle. He throws up a hook that'll be short. The rebound is off to Sean Rooks. Rooks clears it off to Fisher, doing a good job filling in for Van Exel. Rooks holds it up, almost traveled. Wow. Here's Kersey, who just hit the last jumper. Down the middle, brings it over. Jones ought to drill that, baby. He didn't, though. The rebound is off and the foul on the Lakers. That's free throw time.
Key is who they're going to send to the free throw line if it's free throw time. It's not. Oh, yes, it is. Olden Polynice ran to the line. I guess he's the guy that should go to the line. He's perfect from the stripe.
Yeah, that's what I just said. The Lakers are out of fouls. The Kings have 4 fouls. So Polynice at the line has made 6 straight free throws, and on the year he's 50%. Oh, that's got to lift your spirits, doesn't it? Little elbow injury down there to Smith. He's still in the ball game, by the way. Free throw is good. 7 in a row.
Maybe he won't miss another free throw this year. I doubt it. 50% free throw shooter. He'll raise his average up to about 51 with this.
Here comes Williamson in the ball game. I think he's much more of a threat, at least offensively. than Smith, who goes out with the elbow injury.
Yeah, Michael Smith doesn't really look to shoot the ball very much.
Polynice makes 8 in a row.
Now
Well, the night that
be a little ridiculous.
Well, the night Wilt made his 100 points, he made 28 out of 32 free throws, and he was regarded as a very poor free thrower. Ball to Kersey. The Lakers down by 3. Kersey holds it up, and they bring it out in front, and handling it out there is Fisher. Fisher to the dribble, in deep, stop, high arch, 12-footers, an air ball by 3 feet, taken out of the air by Owens. 45 seconds left in the quarter, trying to add to their 3-point cushion. Here's Williamson. Williamson backs above the 3 on the simulcast, brings it in front of us to Owens, in low to Richmond. That's the guy they want to shoot it. His pass knocked out of bounds by hustling Sean Rooks. Nice play by Rooks. He's beginning to look like himself, Stu.
11 seconds on the shot clock, and the Lakers can get a stop here. They get a chance to cut into this 3-point lead with only 33 seconds left in the period.
All right, we've got 11 on the 24-second clock. Lakers scored only 2 points, going on a little over 7 minutes. Pass inbounded to Richmond. He goes to the base. He's in the air. 15-footer hits the side of the board and goes out of bounds. Well, I can't believe he missed it that far. Did they call a foul?
No, they're saying it was blocked or touched by Jerome Kersey, I guess.
We couldn't see that, could we? No. 70-67. Here's the ball to Williamson. Nobody near him, so he makes a 17-footer. My grandma could have made that shot. 72-67. And the Lakers down by their biggest margin. 20 seconds left in the quarter. Lakers still with 2 points in the last 7.5 minutes. Fisher with the ball. Fisher backing up. Gonna run it down for the last shot. 9 seconds left. Here's a dribble drive by Fisher. Give the ball to Rooks. Slam dunk. That's the way to finish it. Nice penetration by Fisher.
Oh, yeah. Plus the recognition.
3 seconds left. Here's Edney down the middle. Won't count even if it goes. 72-69, Stu.
Well, the Lakers come out of that quarter actually pretty good, Chick, considering that they had Eldon Campbell and Shaq on the bench for quite a while on the Lakers Basketball Network.
My favorite move is trying to, get the ball on the block, trying to take my man left and right, back and forth, spinning away, either shoot a fade away or shoot a nice little jump hook. Sometimes you got to react to how the defensive man is playing you, but other times you got to make the defensive man play you the way you want to. Depends on the situation and how well you're rolling at the time, and I just try to, pick and choose my spots when I want to make my move. I just love to be on the court.
Until it's touched, they'll have to throw it up. Garher, turnaround shot in the air. It's good. It's tied again. I don't believe it. And now there's a steal by Bird. Underneath the DJ, lays it in. What a play by Bird. Here's Michael at the foul line. A shot on Elo. Good. The Bulls win. They win.
Got a taste for murder and mystery? Then you've come to the right place.
We got a shooting and then this execution type deal.
Frances McDormand plays the sweet but diligent cop on the trail of kidnappers in Fargo. Andy Garcia's plans have gone awry.
Do it!
Now he only has one choice left. Things to do in Denver when you're dead. Dan Aykroyd gets caught up in a game of suspicion.
I'm not going to go to jail for killing the wrong man.
Getting away with murder. So don't miss these plot-twisting features playing this month on Direct Ticket, only on DirecTV.
Please kiss me, croaked the frog. And then the princess kissed the frog, and he suddenly turned into Charles Barkley.
Daddy!
Okay. You caught me. The frog turned into a handsome prince. I love reading with my kids. We all enjoy it. Reading builds a solid foundation for their future. Okay, who wants to read the next one?
Daddy, Charles must have been a really big frog.
Well, leading scorers after the third quarter, Shaquille O'Neal for the Lakers with 21 points and 9 rebounds. And their leading scorer for Sacramento, believe it or not, Olden Polynice, 16 points. He also has 9 rebounds. He's been perfect from the free throw line tonight. I believe he's 8 for 8 from the charity stripe. And that's one of the reasons why the Lakers find themselves behind. After 3, the shooting percentages for both teams, Lakers shooting 49%, Kings 44%. Rebounds now in favor of the Kings, 35-30, and each team with 12 turnovers.
And listen to this one. Byron Scott's in the ball game. So are Campbell and Shaq. Shaq's the guy I want to focus on right now. He went out with 7 minutes and 52 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Dribble drive underneath. They throw it up and miss it. The guy that threw it up and missed it was the little guard, Derek Fisher. Got a whistle. And the ball is going to go out of bounds, apparently, to the Lakers. Now, Shaq went out with 7:52 to play in the third. And after that, the last 7:52, the Lakers made 4 points without him in there. Dribble drive, Jones underneath. Reverse layup, hits the bottom of the backboard, comes down. And Owens got the ball to Edney. Right side to Richmond. Go to your go-to guy. And he misses from 17. Nice rebound by Shaq. That gives him 10 rebounds in the ball game to go with 21 points and 3 assists. Fisher with the ball, and the Lakers down by 3 in the fourth quarter. O'Neal with it, drives in deep, pump fake, throws it up and in. That was pretty good work not to travel there. Really did a good job.
Shaq has real good footwork, no question about it. When he faces the basket, he can put the ball on the floor and really put the defender in a bad position.
The Lakers down by 1 in the fourth quarter. Olden Polynice brings it over to Edney. Tyus pass in low. Polynice has got it. Throw in a 5-footer over Shaq. 74-71 in favor of Sacramento. Jones the dribble. Rones all the way. Oh, what a great dribble drive. Beating a good defender, Richmond.
Yeah, he has really done a good job tonight. Eddie Jones only has attempted 7 shots. He's got 6 points.
He's made 3 field goals. And the score, 74-73. The Lakers trail it. Olden Polynice with it. Out in front to Richmond. Richmond's job is to shoot it. They didn't shoot it. Jones has got it ahead to Fisher. Fisher all the way. Puts it up. Slam. Dunks it to make sure that Owens trailing him didn't block it.
You got to give that steal to Eddie.
It's going the other way, Edney. Edney loses the ball to Shaq. Shaq knocked it down on Edney's hand, and Campbell's got it, and the Lakers lead it 75-74. Boy, that was a nice dunk shot after Edney made the steal, after Jones made the steal. Here's the ball to O'Neal, 15-footer at the base. That's a good shot. That's really a good shot, and he mouths off to the bench over there.
Well, I think more than anything, he's firing his own team up too, Chick. He's letting them know that, look, we're a better team. Let's play like it, as the Sacramento Kings take a 20-second timeout. 20-second timeout. The Lakers up by 3, 77-74 on the Lakers Basketball Network.
I didn't do this. You gotta believe me.
I don't care. I'm your attorney.
You're worse than the thugs you represent.
Thank you, John. Let's establish one thing. I won the death penalty.
There was someone else in that room.
There was a third person? I get this feeling you're not telling me something.
You can't solve the mystery.
I don't believe you. I want you to tell me the truth.
Until you face the fear.
You're on dangerous ground here.
Primal fear. Keep the secret.
Playing this month on Direct Ticket, only on DirecTV.
Nice shot.
I've been a ball boy for the Sonics for 5 years.
You want a bounce pass?
I have a job to do just like everyone else. You got to be on top of things all game. As players check in, I pick up their stuff and fold it up.
The Lakers have forged a 3-point lead now after going down by 5. And of course, that's signaled the return of Shaq and Campbell. Here's the ball to Richmond. Richmond to the dribble. Richmond gets his shots up. Baseline jumper, no good. Oh, what a rebound by Byron Scott. I mean, he was up high like he came off of a, oh man, he jumps the 20-footer and hits it. Byron Scott hits a 2-pointer. What was that, a play at each end?
I'll say it. I mean, the defensive rebound was the most impressive thing. That jump shot of his, that's just routine.
And the Lakers move out by 5. 9:24 to play. So the Lakers have outscored them by 10 since falling behind by 5. In play, Owens threw an elbow right in the throat of Jones. Here's the ball knocked loose, free ball. Look at Fisher go for it. Take it away from Owens while on his belly. Great play by the rookie. Sensational play by Dexter Fisher. Derek, excuse me. The ball given off. Boy, I got to quit saying that. I think I'll write it in my palm. Here's the ball to Shaq. 15-foot jumper won't go down. The rebound is off, taken by Owens. Owens with the ball to Edney. Edney brings it back out to Owens. Richmond's the guy they want to handle it. Now Owens still got it. There's the guy that's dangerous too, Williamson. Richmond. Richmond above the 3 against Eddie Jones. They bring it over to this guy, Williamson. He's tough. Williamson drives on Campbell. Comes in deep. They knock it loose. Byron Scott did it. A volleyball tap by Campbell. The Lakers go the other way. What a fine play. Scott freed the ball, and Eldon made a great volleyball tap. Now Jones with the ball. 8:23 to play. Jones gives to Shaq. He's in deep. Underneath to Campbell. Lay it up and in. Is he a passing center? Oh, wow. Timeout is called. Lakers up by 7.
Boy, the recognition that Shaq has on the offensive end is just really nice, as he knew that Eldon is going to make a dive to the basket, gives him the pass, and Eldon scores it on the Lakers Basketball Network.
Somebody give you a schedule, 8 months.
You don't do that.
They will tell you exactly where you're supposed to be for 8 months. Our goal is to win a championship and also to perform on the peak level every night. It's challenging. You know, you love the game, you love the sport, and that's why we're here.
Special Agent John Kruger.
He'll be handling your personal security.
For protection.
Get down! The only way to give his witness a future is to erase her past.
They missed.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. Eraser.
Come and get me.
Playing this month on Direct Ticket, only on Direct TV.
The people of Care know that there are thousands of families around the world who face starvation, who need clean water to avoid fatal disease, and who need the tools to learn to help themselves. But as the NBA's Dikembe Mutombo has seen in his homeland of Africa, a little care can make a world of difference.
Show that to you, Care.
Lakers basketball is being brought to you by Southwest Airlines. With fares so low, you have the freedom to go places. By Toyota and their quality lineup of cars and trucks. By Beechwood Age Budweiser. Sit back, relax, and open an ice-cold Beechwood Age Budweiser. By Taco Bell, there's nothing ordinary about it.
Well, turnovers in this quarter. The Kings have 4 already, and the Lakers have yet to turn it over.
The Lakers in 3 minutes and 44 seconds are on a 12-2 run. Smith's got the ball. Edney's out of the game. Here's a pass underneath, and the basket is good. Put up and in by Smith for his 6 points.
You know, I want to make a point here too, Chick. The Lakers, especially Eddie Jones and especially Eddie, have done a marvelous job on Mitch Richmond.
Yeah.
He's only got 10 points in the game.
And he works for every point he's getting. Here's the ball out in front. Scott's got it after falling down. Was Fisher. We got 8 on the 24. It's into Shaq. He's against Carswell. He ought to score easily. He missed it. The rebound tipped up, and a foul probably on Eldon over the top. Eldon gets his 5th foul.
That's 5 with 7:37 to play in the ball game. A lot of time left. Do they gamble? I think they take him out for just a brief moment myself.
Eldon has fouled out of 3 games prior to tonight. Score is 81-76. Kersey's going to come back in. Here's the ball to Williamson. He shoots an 8-foot jumper. Nice shot. And it's now 81-78 as they come fighting back. That's what I say draws this capacity crowd every night up here. That team has no quit in them. Now a jump shot by Campbell, no good. He thought he made it. It bounces out, and Williamson chases it down. And they give the ball to the playmaker now, Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf. There he is. He with the beard. Ball goes in low to Williamson. Out in front, they clear it, and it goes to Smith. Oh, Jones, look out. Smith to Richmond. Richmond bounced back to Smith. He comes underneath. Reverse layup, no. Didn't try the shot. Now he gets it back and tries it and scores. Timeout, Los Angeles.
Well, the Sacramento Kings took a timeout, and it was needed. It broke the momentum of the Lakers. They came back out and scored a quick number of points, and now it's the Lakers that need the timeout as they lead only by 1 on the Lakers Basketball Network.
I think I had a shot for all occasions. I practiced hook shots, I practiced my finger roll, I practiced jump shots. You know, the finger roll took it over. That was just a great shot for me. Just roll it over their fingertips, you know, and they think they got it and it just roll over. Everybody can dunk, but everybody can't finger roll.
I didn't grow up in this neighborhood. I'm from a small town in North Carolina. The
Some things here are just like home. Sure, every community has problems. But when everyone works together, it doesn't matter where you're from. So team up with your community. Even if you are the new guy in town.
Return to the Great Western Forum tomorrow night to face Larry Brown and the Indiana Pacers with Reggie Miller. Then they host Portland on Friday before visiting Chicago, Milwaukee, and Minnesota next week. Visit your nearest Ralph's for details on how to win Lakers tickets or an autographed Shaq jersey, compliments of Pepsi. No purchase necessary. The Lakers have been outscored 6-0 in the last 2 minutes and 28 seconds. They still lead by just one. Here with the ball is Dexter Fisher. Derek Fisher, bounce pass underneath, knocked away by Carswell, and the ball rolls off to Williamson. Williamson gives the ball to Raouf, Abdul Raouf. Now Carswell with it. Oh, that's a foul. Williamson really caught Scott in the face with an elbow. Pass knocked down, stolen nicely by Kersey. In the front court, the Lakers need a hoop badly. 6:14 to play, a high pass brought in by Jones. Jones against Abdul Raouf. Jones backing in. Jones double team, brings the ball to Scott. 10 on the 24. Kersey from the base, a 20-footer that's beautiful.
He keeps hitting big shots, Chick.
He really does. He has all year since he got well.
Big shots.
83-80 Los Angeles. 5:53 left to play. It's nervous time in Sacramento. Now the ball comes over here to Williamson. Williamson in pass, knocked out of bounds by Byron. Boy, did he telegraph that pass.
And Byron is very good at reading those. Gets a deflection, almost gets the steal.
11 seconds left on the 24. 5:45 in the game clock. It's into Carswell. He throws a horrible pass. It goes right by Richmond, picked up by Jones.
How many steals is that for Eddie?
Eddie stops. Three-pointer. No, not close. Air ball. Oh, look at Kersey grab it, but no, he wasn't out of bounds. Now we got Fisher with it. That must have hit the rim,
It did. It barely hit the rim.
Just ticked it. All right, Shaq underneath. He puts it up. It'll count if it goes. It didn't go. He'll shoot 2 more free throws. Shaq at the line.
Shaq 5 out of 11, I believe, at this charity stripe. These are getting large now. I mean, they're always big, but down the stretch of games, all free throws, all plays are magnified.
This is where Bill Sharman used to win them for Boston. Free throw is perfect. 6 out of 12, 50%. He came into the ball game shooting 48%. Makes them both in the pressure cooker. 85-80, Los Angeles. That means that he has now made 7 out of 13. And here's the ball to Richmond. Wants to go into Williamson. Williamson taller than the guy guarding him, Scott. They're locked in arms down there. Now the ball to Abdul Raouf right in front of us. He backs up. 8 on the clock. Raouf dribble. Bounce pass into Williamson. He's underneath. Shot blocked by Shaq. That'll bring a howl from the crowd for goaltending. Scott comes underneath. Puts it up to be fouled. Now they'll really howl.
Eddie Jones is filling the lane, Chick, on the break. He runs into the official. He trips over the official and goes down in a heap. But it was all started because Shaq comes over and makes a tremendous defensive effort on the block shot by Corliss Williamson. The Lakers take it the other way. And Derek Fisher makes the play to Byron, who gets fouled. He'll be at the line to shoot 2.
I thought the ball that he blocked was going on its downward flight for goaltending. I really did. Scott at the line.
Second hardest call in the game.
Yes, it is. Charge blocks the other one. Byron makes it a 6-point ball game. Derek has a career high of 6 assists. Previously had done it twice. Derek has 6 assists, his career high. He's been in there, of course, almost all, if not all, of the second half because of the ejection of Nick. Byron makes them both, so some pressure free throws by Shaq and Byron, Stu. 87-80.
Down the stretch is what it's all about. You have to make the big plays down the stretch. Either it's on the offensive end or the defensive end.
Here come the white-clad Kings. The ball comes over to Williams. I'm impressed with Williams. Back to Richmond. Richmond holds it up against Jones. On a pick and roll, gives it back to Williamson. He's underneath, can't shoot it. The ball given off to Smith. Good pass to Polynice. His shot goes in and comes out. Boy, that was nice passing. Rebound to Shaq, to Jones. In the front court with the ball is Jones against Abdul Rauf, and that's a foul. He need him. That's what you call root him out. Now let's see what Shaq's got. Shaq, does that belong to Shaq?
27.
11 rebounds.
27
and
points.
27 points.
4 assists.
13th consecutive game with 20 or more points. Magic last did it as a Laker in 1986. The Lakers lead by 7, 4:19 to play. It's been a thriller. The ball out to Scott. He fires a three. He didn't get it. It's too long. The rebound is off to Polynice. Polynice's first name is Olden. He's 7 feet, 251, 32 years of age. 4:06 to play. And we'll have a wrap-up show on radio only following this one. Bounce pass to Richmond, pivot, comes around, underneath, put it up. Oh, they call a foul on Shaq, I think. Let's see who they got.
I think they get Kersey.
They get Kersey. Kersey gets it. And with 3:57 to play, it's better it goes to Kersey than O'Neal.
Yeah,
that would have been his
absolutely.
5th.
You know, I still can't get over the defense they've played on Mitch Richmond tonight. He's 4 out of 15 from the field for 10 points. They've done a real good job, and Eddie Jones has to get a lot of credit. You say, why hasn't his offense been here tonight? Well, when you're working that hard on defense, sometimes your offense will suffer.
Tremendous player, 4 times in the All-Star game. Last year averaged 23 points. He was Rookie of the Year when he came in, and he came in with Golden State. Free throw is good again.
But even though he's 4 out of 15 from the field, Chick, if this game gets on the line, boy, he is the danger guy to have take the last shot.
Look out, yeah, you said that. Especially from 3-point range. Hide the ball for the Lakers. Jones gives to Kersey. Kersey above the 3-point line, 3:43 to play. Eldon will come back in when it's dead. Jones dribbles. Comes in deep, gives the ball to the baseline to Kersey. His 20-foot jumper this time is no good. And the rebound is off, taken by Williamson. Cross-court pass, they give it off to Richmond. Richmond at the baseline, I thought, kind of had it knocked out of his hands. Polynice underneath. Williamson score! Foul! Foul is on Kersey.
Well, that time, after they got down the court, Chick, the Lakers didn't match up very well. They double-teamed on the baseline, and then they never matched up, and that freed up Corliss Williamson to get to the free throw line area and then gets the pass from Polynice, scores. 3-point opportunity. He can make this a 2-point ball game.
He's a good free thrower at 78% on the year. Arkansas product, free throw good. He's used to pressure, and the Laker lead is 2, 87-85. And here comes once more Derek Fisher. Derek dribbling the ball. Derek comes over the left side. Each club with 3 team fouls. Now Jones takes the ball in low to Shaq. Single coverage. Shaq will use that to his advantage. Shows it up. No good. Rebound. Elden Campbell. Good. Good rebound and a nice bank shot.
Talk about putting him in at the right time. As soon as he gets in, he gets an offensive rebound and a putback.
He's got 20 points and 7 rebounds. And the Laker lead is 4. 89-85. 2:45 left to play. Jump shot outside. 3-pointer. No, a 2. A 2-pointer. He was on the line. Woo!
Yeah, now this is when Mitch Richmond starts to heat up. Down the stretch when the game's close.
All right, we go the other way. And the Lakers have the ball with Fisher in charge. Fisher down the middle. Fisher all the way. Oh, he should not have arched it like that. He could have laid it over the rim, and they're going to call charge. 89-87. 2:29 to play. The Lakers nursing a 2-point lead. And the coach telling Fisher, take it easy, Derek, take it easy. That was an easy call. It was charge all the way. The only way they couldn't call that charge if they ruled the guy was in that imaginary box. Jump shot outside, no good. Rebound, O'Neal. O'Neal comes up with his 12th rebound. And the Lakers still nursing that 2-point lead, 2:13 to play. Wherever you are around the United States tonight watching us, hope you enjoy it. Fisher underneath fouled after a great bounce pass from O'Neal. Even if Fisher makes both free throws, O'Neal does not get an assist.
And I'm glad that Derek decided to continue on when he made the cut. A lot of times players will take 2 steps on that play like a backdoor, and they stop. That makes the passer look bad. Derek that time took his 2 steps and continued, and Shaq delivered the pass where he should have. He gets fouled. 2 big free throws with 2:06 to play in the 4th. The Lakers by 2.
Fisher is 2 for 2 at the free throw line. A lot of arch on that ball. That scares me, Stu.
Yeah, you'd like to see him take just a little bit of arc off that shot. Good. But again, the bottom line is, are you effective with it?
Yeah.
And tonight he's 3 for 3, so leave it alone.
The next one for Derek. Didn't get away with that high arch that time. The rebound is off to Polynice. The score is 90-87. The Lakers have made 14 out of 23 free throws in the ball game. 14 out of 23. Owens takes it over to Richmond. That's a 3.
I told you, this is when he heats up.
90-90. His first 3-pointer of the game. And we've got 1:45 to play. That was a beautiful play by Richmond. Screened by Campbell, around at Fisher. Fisher outside for 3, not close, air ball. Knocked to the sideline, saved by Williamson. We come the other way for the lead. Richmond gives to Raoult. We got 1:25 to play. A tie game on the 3-pointer by the great Richmond for his 17th point of the night. Now Owens. Owens looks for somebody to give it to. Gives it over to Richmond. That's a good place to go. He traveled.
Yeah.
Bunny hop in the pea patch. Boy, what a break that is for Los Angeles. Wow. To get out of that without having them score or even get a shot. Timeout is called.
Well, did anybody call it yet? The officials are looking around.
Well, both teams went to the bench. This is the Lakers Basketball Network.
Was easy.
Dad, meet David McCall.
Pleasure to meet you, sir. Same here, dude.
To love him was exciting.
Tell me you need me.
I need you, David.
To leave him was impossible.
You have something that everybody wants, but nobody has. The guy is a psycho man.
Lock your door!
Fear. Playing this month on Direct Ticket, only on Direct TV.
Believing I could make a difference wasn't the problem. I just didn't know how. I knew I couldn't do everything, but I could do one thing at a time. And I realized I wasn't the only one out there. I've learned so much from so many different people. It's been great getting involved. Team up with your community.
This copyright, one of the most important factors in the game now, Stu, timeouts.
Well, the Lakers have 2 regular timeouts plus a 20. The Kings have no 20-second timeout, but they do have their 2 full timeouts.
So the Lakers got a big break when traveling was called. That was Richmond's 6th turnover of the night, by the way.
Now, when you get a turnover like that, obviously with the score tied, you have to capitalize on it. And the Lakers with possession, minute and 12 to play. Let's see what their go-to type play is, because you know they want to go inside to Shaq probably. Let's see what the defense does. They're going to double team, see the rotation, see what happens.
Lakers will take the ball at midcourt. 90-90 is the score. A minute 12 left, and the stomping goes on. Now we got another conference between the Laker head coach, Del Harris, and Kenny Mauer, one of the referees, and they're going to take it on the other side of the floor. As opposed to this, the northern side, the Lakers want possession over on the far side. Now, since he is taking it out in the front court, the pass has to go in the front court as opposed to the collegiate rule. See who breaks to get the ball. It comes into Derek Fisher, a rookie. Fisher at 6'1", 200 pounds, 19 in the 24. Pass into Campbell, knocked out of bounds, last touch by the leaping man down there, and that was Smith.
That's when you like to see the pass or try to improve the angle. That time Eddie takes one dribble to his right. He improves that passing lane.
20-second timeout for the Lakers. 20-second timeout. When we come back, there will be 1 minute and 2 seconds to play. 14 on the 24-second clock on the Lakers Basketball Network.
I didn't grow up in this neighborhood. I'm from a small town in North Carolina. But some things here are just like home. Sure, every community has problems. But when everyone works together, it doesn't matter where you're from. So team up with your community. Even if you are the new guy in town.
Got it to
play. 14 on the 24. That's the only clock that counts right now. It'll be Eddie Jones passing it in. The Lakers are too wide at the top of the circle. Here comes O'Neal underneath. They get the ball to O'Neal. He gives it back to Jones. 1 minute exactly. Jones backing in. Turn, shoot, a 15-footer that won't get there. Rebound is out. Grabbed and held onto by Smith. So the Lakers, despite getting a break on the travel call, see the timeout call now by the Kings with 47 and 4/10 seconds left. 90-90.
Well, it's down the wire now. We've got less than a minute. 47.4 to play in a tie ball game on the Lakers Basketball Network.
Clips got beat 100-95. I'm going to eliminate the two top lines. You hear me, Susan? Hey fans, help brighten the holiday season for kids in need by bringing an unwrapped toy to tomorrow's game of Indiana, again on Friday night and again on Wednesday night, and then on Friday with Portland. Toys will be distributed to the Magic Johnson Toy Drive, the Marine Corps Toys for Tots, and the Police Navidad Project. Unwrapped gifts tomorrow and Friday. 90-90, 47 and 4/10 seconds left. 17 on the 24-second clock.
Well, Olden Campbell in the ball game has 5 fouls. The reason I bring that up is with a tie ball game right now, the possibility of overtime is obviously very large.
Eddie Jones is going to continue to guard Richmond. The inbound pass comes in to Polynice, way out on the floor near the 10-second line. He gives the ball to Owens. On the simulcast, Owens to the dribble. Important possession. Here's the ball given to Abdul Rauf. He's with a new team this year. He's dribbling, being chased by Shaq, who's guarding Polynice. Jump shot outside, no good. Rebound, Shaq O'Neal. 27 seconds left. Here goes Jones. Jones front court. The Lakers use a timeout. 22 and 6/10 seconds left. How's your heart? 90-90 on the Lakers Basketball Network.
Sure, it's a tie ball game. You know, I don't know. Maybe they wouldn't tonight, but I think if you go inside to him, that I would play the percentages and say, can he make 2 free throws, give myself a chance, if he makes 1 to steal, go down and get a basket in that respect. But, you know, that's a scenario where the coaches really have to make that decision.
Another question. Should you put in an extra shooter, an extra scorer, like Byron Scott, for example?
Well, I think that would be not a bad idea, especially with Eldon Campbell throwing the ball. You might go to Eldon Campbell in the post.
They've got Scott in.
Yeah, they brought in Byron for Jerome Kersey, which is what I thought they would do.
Eddie will be the passer, and boy, is this an important pass. You get a count of 5, 1,001, 1,002, once the referee gives you the ball. When you get to 5, you can't have it anymore. But the Lakers do have a timeout to call, but they don't need it. Fisher's got the ball. They got Tyus Edney in guarding him. Jones with it, 15 seconds, 10 in the 24. Jones almost fell down. Takes it into O'Neal, 20 feet to right to go to Jones. Comes underneath, puts it up. He might have stepped out of bounds.
I think he got pushed out.
They call the foul. They call the foul on Polynice. Now that means 2 free throws coming to Eddie Jones with 9 seconds left. 2 free throws to Eddie Jones. Now you got to put in some size now, I think.
Yeah, now you go defensively.
Yeah, right.
You don't go offensively. Now you go defensively.
Bring in Kersey.
As Eddie Jones will get a chance at the free throw line. He's been there. Not tonight, he hasn't. He's according to no.
They're going to bring in Robinson and Kersey between free throws. Free throw is good. The first one. Jones on the year free throwing, a very good, solid 75%. This is the one he has to make.
Yeah, this one here, if you can defend the 3-point line, just the worst you can get is overtime.
He made them both. Eddie Jones forces the timeout. 92-90, 9 seconds left. Well, that's the first time this year we didn't have to sell anything. We can stay here.
And those are the kind of
here it is.
shit. What, you want to sell something again?
No, go ahead, talk.
No, go ahead. Get it out of the way.
Our next broadcast in KCAL Sports and the Lakers Radio and Television Network will be Tuesday night at 5 o'clock from Chicago's United Center as Shaquille O'Neal and the Lakers face Michael Jordan. Join us on KLAC for the radio pregame show. That starts at 4:45. Television joins us at 5 o'clock.
You know, as a player, you just love to be in situations like Eddie Jones was just in. You're at the free throw line, tie ball game, and you're there to knock down 2 free throws. Boy, that just gives you a good feeling.
Stu, here's something to remember. The Lakers have a foul to give.
Well, I hope they realize that. That's the key.
Well,
because at 9 seconds, you're in a good position with a foul to give. You don't give it right away. You fight the inbound pass, but you don't foul there. And then as soon as he starts to really make a move offensively, I mean, aggressive move to the basket, that's when you take the foul so that you don't foul with, you know, there's 9.1. You don't want to foul with 8 seconds on the clock. You want to let them run it down just a little bit more.
David Feldman has done a great job with our stats. Now they will take the ball at midcourt. And as soon as that ball is put in play,
But you know what happens sometimes, Chick, is smart players on the offensive end, they look up, they know that a defensive team has a foul to give, if they have the foul to give, and they say, well, they're going to commit the foul. So what I'll do is I'll catch the ball, and then as soon as I get ready to make a move, I'm going to go up into the air and act like I'm going to pass, but they're going to foul me, so then I'm going to shoot. And then you get a two-shot foul out the deal, or the possibility of a three-point play. So you have to be very careful from a defensive standpoint that you don't foul someone in the act of shooting.
Let's see who the Lakers bring out. They got Kersey back in there. Campbell and Shaq stay in.
Rumil
Robinson stays in, and Eddie Jones. And for the Kings, it's Richmond, Abdul-Rauf. None of the white-clad guys are moving over to take it out of bounds, and now they do, going over to the far sideline. Rumil Robinson, what?
Here we go, 9.1.
Owens will take it out. Owens. Remember, the Lakers have a foul to give. Waiting for the inbound pass. Owens brings it in. Richmond has it knocked into the backcourt. They say that Eddie Jones touched it. Richmond down the middle. Richmond knocks Jones down. Should be. They're going to call it on Eddie.
That should have been an offensive foul.
I'll say it looked like it from here. Eddie Jones the foul, but that's the foul they had to give. So the ball goes out of bounds with 2.5 seconds left. If you want to really get down to the timers at 2.6.
Well, he loses the handle first of all. Then he just uses his right arm and pushes Eddie out of the way. That's an offensive foul.
Now you got to protect against the three-point shot. Don't allow anybody to shoot a three. If you go to overtime, fine with the deuce. Rauf, shot no good. Lakers win the game. Woo! 3 in a row for the Lakers, and I want to tell you, they didn't win it easily, Stu.
No, they didn't. The Kings made them go obviously down to the wire, but the bottom line is the W.
17,317 were here. 17,316 pulling for the Kings. Raymond Ritter was for the Lakers. This is the Lakers Basketball Network.